Welcome back to another episode of Stay on Target. I'm your host, Dustin. This is what we like to call Mando Eve. It's speculation hour. That's what we do here this night. It's kind of just laid back. We engage with all of you in the comment section, whoever's out there. Thank you for being out there and talking to us tonight. Let us know you're here in the comments. We want to hear from you. And we're just going to have fun chatting. But with me, as always, I have Nick.
What's up? It's me, Nick. That's Matt.
This Matt.
That Matt.
Thew,
This
actually.
Mando helmet.
Thew.
This Mando.
Oh, yeah, Thew. It's Thew.
It's Thew. I feel like we should name the
The Mando helmet?
Mando helmet.
What
Carl.
are we naming it?
Carl.
Everything
That's
is
the
Carl
go-to
here.
answer. Carl.
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 Carl. We also have the fact checker and Dan here, but they are working on some behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah.
We run a few minutes behind just because we had some technical difficulties,
Difficulties.
basically.
Yeah.
Which is, that happens
bound
every
to
time you're
happen.
trying to go live.
Yeah. Once, we got some traction now, so
Happens about once a week.
Right.
The cameras are like, yeah, well, we're just not going to work.
Well, the funny thing
correctly.
too is it started where we live in Hoth. It started to snow real bad on what day was that? Saturday.
Saturday.
And what'd you say to us?
I was like, man, this weather's acting like we're doing a podcast tonight.
A show.
A show.
So anyway, thanks for being here with us.
Yeah.
Let's get to some. Let's see who's out here. I want to see.
Yeah.
Who's
Who's here?
Is there real live humans out there?
Are there
Yeah,
some
thank you
real-
for being real life humans.
Yeah, thank you.
It's great.
Nick will never thank you again.
All
now.
right.
I won't.
We got some right here. Zarhimoto says, yeah. JQ says, this is the way.
This is the way.
I
That
like
is the way.
Phil Jr. Woodard, he's always here with us. Me, let's give it our all.
Wait,
I don't think I said that right.
Me, let's give it our all.
I'm sorry.
Do you even speak English?
I don't.
Not too
This is my
good.
third language.
Yeah.
Right?
First is dumb, and then stupid, and then
And then English.
Then English.
What did you say, fact checker?
Freaking
What?
out at her.
Oh, Gungan. Misa.
Misa.
All right.
He's
Phil
so
Jr.
stupid.
said, take your time, guys. All right, thanks. We appreciate that you're willing to wait around for us. Also, Phil
You're a
Jr.
real
says,
one.
the sales are up. Let's get it. That was from a previous comment he made earlier in the day. It was pretty hilarious. GT Gavin says, hi. Hello,
Hey.
GT Gavin. Thank
Hello.
you
What's
for
up,
tuning in.
GT?
Nora Scholler says, hi, peeps.
Sup?
I
Nora?
love peeps. Hello. Thank you for being here with us.
Nora?
Honestly, I haven't had peeps in a long time.
It's pure sugar,
It's
but
pure
it's
marshmallow and sugar.
it is
Which
fun.
is also
Not about it.
marshmallow is
I mean-
also sugar.
Okay, thank you. I was well aware of this.
The more you know, Matt. The more you know.
know.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Also, Phil Jr. said, all right, let's state our final predictions before the truth comes out.
Yeah, let's do it.
We'll start
Nora!
stating.
I'm not sure what the Nora is.
Nora.
GT Gavin says, this is the way. I think he was responding because we said,
Yeah.
this is the way. This is the way, Phil Jr.
The sway.
Nora says, England is hard.
English.
English is hard.
Oh.
She said English. But
Oh, okay.
I'm
sorry.
here
England
on-
might be hard.
Dan is here on the mic. So, hey, what's up, guys and girls and peeps in the Star Wars universe?
Peeps.
Let's do this
Peeps.
thing. I'll get a camera on in a little bit, but you can hear me for now. So, for now, I'm just a ghost.
Again.
He's a disembodied voice.
He's actually behind us.
Get out of
right
here,
now.
ghost.
Right here about.
freaking going.
He's
right about
freaking-
there.
Right about
Freaking going.
Where was that, Matt?
Right about there.
In the poster?
He is.
Just in this area.
He's
kinda
baby
right.
Grogu.
I might be touching
just in
him
this-
right now.
You're
Just in this
touching him?
general area.
That would be hilarious if,
playing
if
with
he was
his
green screen
intestines.
and he was actually
He just-
there. He takes off the mask.
Just punch him in the gut.
That
Just
would
like
be
a
hilarious.
disembodied head.
He's just floating there. Actually, there's been somebody there for all of our episodes. Nobody
Right.
knew.
We
Just
did
moving
that.
I
things
didn't
around.
even know it.
We did
apparently.
that like very early on.
We did, actually. It was like a disembodied
Yeah.
head.
Well, no, it was you, and you were on the side, and we were like, "Yeah, we don't know where Dustin is," and then you were like, "I'm here," like you took the sheet off. I was like,
That's right.
"It's like
that
what?"
was funny.
Yeah,
Oh,
he had
man.
did a green screen.
Back in the good old
That is
days.
back in the good old days, baby.
Back in the day of the goods.
All right, let's get to some speculation here. All right, we got episode 5 coming up for the Mandalorian tonight.
Yeah, we do. Tonight.
I know. I wish I could save and watch it, but I can't.
I
But
can. So
what do you guys think's gonna happen? Okay, not a lot, but some stuff happened last week.
Whoa.
Oh,
crazy.
They can't see
We're
that,
getting
Dan.
closer.
we're getting closer.
They can't know we're failing.
We're not failing.
They know we're failing.
We're What is it?
We're
with the light
failing
bulb?
successfully,
Yeah.
Yes.
mind you.
Task failed
We're not
successfully.
flying. We're
Yeah.
falling with style.
Yeah.
We're not. Okay. Anyway.
Anyway,
I wasn't flying.
What do you think's gonna happen this week? I want to know.
Okay, now I think they're going to Navarro.
Yeah.
yeah, they got it.
Yeah.
Agreed. 100%.
It's got, well, okay.
They pulled a fast one.
So,
Wow.
yeah, recap of last week.
Tell us.
Everybody died.
Everybody died. Yeah. Also, before we get into everything, if you haven't seen last week's episode, we are going to be spoiling that in
Yeah.
all of season 3 of Mandalorian. So, just be aware we are going to be spoiling those.
You've
We're going to be
been
talking
warned.
spoilers. So, just hang on to your butts.
Hang on to our what?
Hang on to your butts.
Why are we doing that?
That was from the Lego movie.
Oh yeah,
It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
literally the first 5 seconds, and you ruined it.
I'm so sorry.
You weren't supposed to tell them.
You weren't
where
supposed
it's
to tell
from.
'em.
Shush.
You ruined
I
it,
make
Nick.
the rules.
Oh man.
You ruined it.
No, I agree. I think we're going back to Navarro. I think this is the episode that
Yeah.
we were going to go fight the space pirate king, lord,
Yeah, what was
ship
his name?
captain. I don't
I
know.
don't know.
What was his name, fact checker? Can you find out for us?
Space Lord Pirate
the
Captain.
space
The
pirate.
pirate in the
Not
Captain?
Hondo.
first episode.
He was basically like the seaweed Davy Jones.
Yeah.
David
I
Jones.
don't
Right?
even- I don't even know what kind of alien that
I don't know. I don't think they're going to tell us.
Alien.
Probably another Yoda.
Ooh.
Don't know their species.
One that didn't lose his legs.
Right. Wait, what?
Yoda
I don't
lost
know.
his legs?
He's
Yoda
just
lost
short.
his legs?
I was just saying he was short. I don't know. It didn't work out well I
Is it a
wanted.
short
What's Matt?
He's missing half his legs. Okay, guys.
Matt, have you even watched Star Wars?
Look, they all can't be winners, okay?
What's Star Wars?
What's Star Wars? He says. Blasphemy.
Oh,
I
you got
didn't
it,
know
fact
this was
checker?
like this.
Yeah, Gorian Shard.
Gorian
Dorian
Shard.
Shard. That is a pretty cool name, though.
Yes.
I will say that.
Like a
I'm going
shard.
to rename him to Gregorian Chant.
What?
Oh,
Yeah, right. Every time we see his
Ooh.
face, we'll just play that music.
What's the
It'll be
chant
great.
from Monty Python when they're just singing and they whack themselves? in the head with the
I
book?
don't know it
I
word
don't
for
know.
word.
That was Gregorian, though.
You should, Nick. You should know it.
Okay, thank you, JQ, in the comments for letting us know. It's a race between the comments and the fact checker.
Yeah.
You got to be quick, Omega.
I know.
She's losing.
Good grief.
All right, we got a lot more comments coming in. Phil says, I'm just going to abbreviate to Phil. Episode
Phil.
5, the more intimidating anticipated episode. Yep.
Yep.
I'm looking forward to it. I
Yeah.
think it's going to be good.
Oh yeah.
I thought last week we were going back to Navarro.
Right. Yeah.
So it
Because
kind of threw me for a curve.
because it was directed by Carl Weathers, so you're like, obviously.
Yeah, it just made sense. It
Obviously.
just makes common sense.
Obviously.
Obviously.
They threw a curveball at us.
But instead we got Space Australia.
Yeah, we did.
There's always a bigger fish.
There's
If
always
you haven't
a bigger
checked out our recent short, go check it out, or our latest video. They were both hilarious. Dan killed it with the edits on that.
It's good stuff.
They're all dead.
They're all
They're
dead.
all
Everybody's
dead.
dead.
We killed them. They're
Space
all dead.
Australia doesn't exist.
Everybody did.
All right, Phil also says, I hope the episode opens up with Bo and Din having a training scene. Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah, I could see
Seeing them
that
training together. She slips and he catches her.
gracefully, and then he drops
Gracefully.
her.
And then he's
And
like,
then stabs her with the dark saber.
He's like,
whoa,
Whoa.
man.
wow, wow, Matt, you just
That
went
is-
straight
Who
to
said
the dark
that?
saber.
Wow.
This
You are not
guy.
on board with this, are you?
No.
Controversy. All right.
man.
Nora Scholler says, Phil, you just want them to do a Spider-Man kiss.
Yep.
Yeah. How would you do that? Though,
You
in this?
can't because
Well,
they can't
they
take
have
their helmets off.
the cables.
Can't be.
They should have done it in
Spider-Man.
the last episode when they were.
Yeah, but they can't take their helmets off.
No, but they could tip the helmet like he did the mask.
No,
No.
that's not allowed.
What if they close their eyes and tip the helmets?
That's what it looked like. And then one peeks, and they're like, "Crap!"
That is going to be a perfect
Crap, I
short
just
and or
looked.
meme.
Right? No, Bo peeks, and she's like, "Oh, I forgot what you looked like."
Oh shoot!
It's grotesque.
You're the wrong one.
Oh,
You're the wrong one. I thought you were somebody else.
Mando, that is bad.
That is bad.
You got some bad hat hair going on.
I thought you looked like Grogu.
What if he was a different species and you just didn't even know because they always had the helmet on?
I mean, that's true.
It's like a Rhodian.
right. It's just big old bug eyes.
Hello,
McClunky.
McClunky. Oh,
All right.
goodness.
Yeah.
All right, moving on.
Let's just see. Moving on.
Phil says, "Oh wait, I forgot to say, Bowden.
Bowden.
Oh,
Dimbo.
man. He's sticking with that
Nope,
Bowden, isn't
Dimbo.
he, Phil?
Dinbo's better.
We like Dimbo, but if you like Bowden, that's fine. I already said I like Dimbo just because it sounds like
Guess
Dumbo
it's
and it's
okay.
funny to me.
Yeah.
Dumbo.
To me, it sounds like Jimbo.
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 Yeah, kind of.
You ever
Mando.
You ever known a Jimbo?
Yes.
Yeah, same. Anyway.
Anyway, moving on.
That did not go
Nice
the way I
little
thought it
slice of history.
was. Wow, that was anticlimactic.
Yeah, it was.
Phil says, duh, Nora, about the Spider-Man kiss.
Oh,
JQ said-
Obviously.
he had a laughing face, okay? He wasn't rude about it. Okay.
I get it.
JQ,
He's
It
being
could
funny.
still be rude.
JQ,
He's doing a bit.
he's doing a bit. Jimbo's
Jimbo.
doing a bit. JQ says, I wonder if JQ is Jimbo. Sorry. No, I'm sorry, Jim.
I'm sorry, Jim Q.
Just throwing assumptions
Oh
out
my
there.
goodness. Sorry. We're having too much fun already. All right. JQ says, you think they would go that point that quick? They would go to that point that quick with the whole Spider-Man thing? Maybe.
Nah.
Maybe.
I mean,
I think it's going to take a bit. I think
Yeah.
it's going to take a bit.
it'll probably be like the end of the
I
season.
think they got bigger fish to fry.
Yeah.
Like a mythosaur?
Alligator fish.
That's not.
Or, yeah, I guess an alligator.
They better
the
not be
mythosaur.
frying a mythosaur.
I don't think they will. Carl.
Do you think they're still going
It
to
feeds
fight
you
at some
for
point?
a couple decades. I feel like though.
Yeah, it would.
But you kept it nice and well, maybe not a couple decades. I mean, I guess it depends on how you feed.
A couple months, maybe.
Well, I mean, how many we feeding?
The whole culvert.
For the
Okay.
mythosaur meat? Is that what you're
Yeah.
talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Maybe like half a year.
Come on now.
Dude, that could
I'd
it
say
depends
a
on how
few
you preserve
years.
it. I mean, how many
mean,
fridges do you have?
How-
You know,
do they
what
have
are-
fridges?
what are
Salt,
fridges?
You'd have to keep it
Well, a freezer.
cold.
Maybe do like
Yeah, how long
underground
it'd be dead?
storage. You know.
Yeah.
This would be a logistical nightmare.
It would be.
But you could feed a lot of people for a long time for on mythosaur meat.
Yes, you could.
mythosaur meat.
So I watched that scene back again where she sees it and like,
She's smaller
Just
than
like
its eye.
yeah, no, she's
as big as its eye.
bigger than its eye. She's probably about the head alone was probably about 3 of her. I think it was like 2.5 of her.
I
think it
feel
was way
like
bigger,
it was
man.
way bigger.
Well, when I was
I
looking,
think you're.
I'm
crazy.
really under because if that's the case, maybe
all right, let us know in the
4
comments
months,
how
you
big
know.
do you
4
think the
months.
mythosaur is. So when I looked back and there was like they did a wide angle of it.
Yeah.
Maybe it might be weird with the whole like perspective. You don't
How tall
know
is
how far
Bo?
away she was in comparison.
Yeah.
But from what it looked like she was like 2.5. Like it was 2.5 of her was its head.
so. Like, how tall is she?
I don't know.
Nah,
Like
I
5.5.
don't know.
5 and some almost.
Also,
six.
how is the
So
depth?
6, so it's like maybe
Maybe 10 to 12 feet.
18.
Yeah, depth perception also takes into account.
Yeah, that's what I'm
How
saying.
big
That's
it
what I'm
is.
saying. So we don't know for sure, but anyway, there's some speculation.
That
there.
was
How
weird.
big is the mythosaur? Get your guesses in now.
It's mythic proportions.
Mythic proportions. All right.
That was
Vimarella says more than one old dinosaur will come back. I think Bo-Katan Pops. Sorry, I think Bo-Katan Pops is going to come back.
Bo-Katan's pop.
Oh yeah,
Her
okay.
dad,
Yeah.
her dad.
Again,
Come on,
English.
man.
Pops.
English
You're
isn't my first.
If
Her
you're
old-
gonna
her old-
read, you gotta
her
be
old
good
I
at
should
man.
reading.
probably have the fact checker do this.
Her
and,
old
like,
man.
pre-screen them so I don't just read verbatim what's said.
verbatim.
But
I
Anyway.
am actually back.
okay, nice.
So what's up, dudes and
Hey.
ladies?
Dudes
I'm
and
not
ladies.
blurred behind me like normal.
Oh
so
my
I'm kinda
gosh.
Oh, that's
You're seeing
unfortunate.
all the ugliness, but I'm just kidding. There's
Oh.
Dustin back there.
Dan, you're breaking the
You're
magic.
seeing all
Set it up for
the, you're
success,
seeing
but
all
if
the
you-
ugliness.
If you
plus
want,
the
I can help
cameras.
read the comments, but I just wanted to say
I would
Yeah.
appreciate that.
You guys
Yeah.
should all read them at the same time.
all at the same time
Yeah.
in German.
Thanks for the
In
comment,
German.
Vimarella.
Yeah. So I mean, this.
Nine.
So where were you at, by the way? So you said Jimbo's a cat food. We went down. Well,
So JQ said Gorian Shard or
What about
Shard
cat food?
Gorian. We're right below that. So Nora Scholler.
Dan hasn't watched Star Wars,
yeah. So,
Dan hasn't watched
right?
Star Wars.
It feels like
Are
that.
you a Jedi? Yeah. Psych Motor says Droid Bar and IG-11 will be in this episode.
We just jumped a
Did
couple.
Did you do that one?
Oh no, JQ said sorry Gorian Shard, and then we're at Nora Scholler who
He
says
said, "Are you a Jedi?"
Are you a Jedi?
Mockingly.
mockingly? Is that
I
mockingly?
think so,
Yeah.
right? That's what that means?
That's what that means. Yeah, it's a
when you
meme
like
with
every other.
SpongeBob.
Ba-doop-a-doop-boop. It is.
Oh.
You ever see that SpongeBob meme?
Like,
Come on,
who
man,
are-
give me the
are you-
times.
Who are they mocking?
I don't know.
I don't know.
You maybe.
They were.
Yeah, probably.
You look like a mockable
Are
person.
you a Jedi?
Am I a Jedi? Are you a Jedi?
I don't know.
What
But-
are you, Nick?
All right, sorry. Keep
What
going.
am I?
So
Dan.
yeah, so Psych Motor said Droid Bar and IG-11 will be in this episode.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I think so. Yeah, because they're going back to Navarro, and he's
Yeah.
there, being repaired.
Yeah, I do. That makes sense.
Is he like?
Why does
like
he
they-
need IG-11 anymore?
Right?
Why
That's
not?
That's
Well-
like I guess for the nostalgia's sake, it would make sense, but
But really,
realistically, it
just
doesn't
so
make
he
any
dies
sense.
again at the end of the season.
Right? Every season.
IG-11
comes
just
back.
explodes
it's a
at the
mission
end.
to get him alive. Get him
How,
alive.
how good is it going to be to hear the guy that plays his voice again?
Taika?
Take
How
a,
good is that going to be to hear Taika talk
Right.
again?
it will
I mean,
be funny.
yeah, it'll be
He's
good.
always funny.
He's always funny. It's going to be good.
But is he
Taika.
going to be the same, Or is he just going to be like, I have no memory of you? And he just, I don't even know. Like,
They
where
could-
do you go with it?
What if they didn't get the same voice actor? What if they get somebody else?
Right?
I don't know.
It's because,
Yeah,
he
it's not
doesn't.
even the same. No, it was
doesn't
his voice
remember.
in episode 2, I think.
It
Wasn't
was. But that was when he
Or
was.
episode 1. It was episode 1.
Remember, he was in a murder spree. He
Yeah.
was trying to kill the child.
Kill the child.
Yeah,
he
you're right, you're
reverted
right.
back to his old programming.
Yeah.
Which is weird.
And they were going to take out, what were they going to take out? His memory chip?
yeah, they had to get a new one or something.
Yeah, because he was programmed to kill.
Kill.
Yeah, his last order.
I want to
anyway.
kill.
Which still doesn't make sense because Queel had already reprogrammed him. So why did it revert
Don't
back?
think about
Yeah.
it.
Yep, that's
Because he
Black
blew up
convenience.
and,
Don't use
when
logic.
people, when you blow up, you forget stuff.
Oh man, I'll read the next one. The next one's hilarious. Keep talking about that. Nora Scholler said, "Jimbo is a cat food brand where I'm from."
Nice.
Laugh out
Jimbo.
loud. Yes, that is.
That's why I like
hilarious.
it.
I ain't heard of it from here, so
I ain't heard of it from here.
I ain't-
English
I
with
don't.
Matt.
I don't do much cat food shopping, but I haven't heard of it.
Do you even like cats?
They're like little ninjas, so they're kind of cool.
They're like little ninjas.
but like at the same time,
That was the last thing I was expecting you to say right now.
that's what I think of them.
They're like little ninjas. Look at
I
that
like
little
them,
ninja
but,
crossing
like-
the street.
They got to be the.
Right? That's the equivalent of a man going, "Hi-ya!" in karate.
It's a cat going. Wow,
Oh,
dude.
Wow.
I was not. I don't like cats.
Okay.
See, I don't mind as long as they aren't needy, which they kind of be.
Yeah, I guess
I've
that's-
had a cat that's like the perfect cat, and he was basically like he goes outside, he's gone for like a couple nights, and then comes back, kind of chills around.
yeah,
that's
low
the cat I
maintenance.
That's
want.
called a hobo.
That's the cat.
Your
I
parents
You
just-
feed him
Your
because you
parents
feel
just told
sorry
you it was
for
a
him.
cat. It was an actual ninja.
It was actually a bobcat.
It was a bobcat.
Wow.
It was a cougar.
I'm more of a dog. I'm more of a dog person.
yeah,
I like both.
I don't-
Cats and dogs.
See, the nice thing about cats is that
Kill things.
they're low maintenance and they
Yeah.
take
Oh,
care of
that too.
mice.
They do.
Other than that,
They do that.
unless they act like dogs, I don't like them very much. Like,
yeah, because
you know,
dogs are loyal. Cats will just like shut up.
they're like,
This
"Dude."
is
If
my
they could
house.
talk, they'd say shut up.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
I
would.
let you live here, human.
Yeah, pretty
This
much.
is my domain.
This is
I will
my.
pee on everything you own.
All I'm going to say is I think Nora is sorry that she mentioned that Jimbo is a cat food.
Yeah, we are getting off topic.
Welcome to Stay on Target, where we talk about everything but.
They now know all of our opinions on cats.
Yeah.
So
Sorry about that.
maybe we will see a cat in the next episode. Probably
that-
not.
I wonder what the Star Wars equivalent of a cat is.
Lothcat.
Lothcat. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Lothcat. Duh.
Yeah, they're good. They're good.
Every time he goes live, he just forgets.
I forget everything. I don't know why. Like I have the
I
best
wonder
Star.
what that would be.
I have
It
the best
literally
Star
has
Wars-
cat in the name.
I have I pull like Star Wars things from my mind, like deep in the recesses
Yeah,
of my
like
mind.
doing-
or not.
The most menial things. That's what he
Menial.
does. But he gets on here and he's like,
I forget. everything.
what's this? This Star Wars. Me
dum
dum dum.
Me dum dum.
It's so true though.
The tech stuff always works, but as soon as you're about to go live, it breaks. So
Yeah,
that's just
exactly.
how it is. So
That's just how it
He's
goes,
got the
homie.
stage
that's how it
fright.
happens. Oh, brother. All right.
Oh.
Carla said, "Good evening, everyone. Happy
evening.
Mandalorian Eve to all. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, that's good. We're good to see you, hear you there,
Thanks for being with us.
and all the other people watching, I'm sure. So, what's up? How you doing?"
What's up?
Psych Motor said, "Do you think Grogu will eventually get full armor?" Yeah, we think so.
That's
Yeah.
a new name. I haven't heard. Seen
Psych
Psych
Motor.
Motor.
Yeah,
That's
Psych
a new
Motor.
guy. Welcome.
Or is it-
Welcome. Thank you for
Or is
being
it
with us.
Sicky Motor?
We appreciate you, everyone.
I don't know, Nick. Why don't
I
you
think
ask
so.
him?
I think from here on out, every season he's gonna get another piece of armor.
Yeah.
And by
Yeah.
the 10th season, he's gonna have a full set of armor.
10th season.
Yeah,
Well-
but then he'll be grown, and then he'll
Yeah.
need new armor again.
Well, because Mando was about every episode. Mando in about every episode or two got a new piece of armor in the first
Yeah.
season, right?
Yeah.
By the end of the first season, I
Yeah.
think he was pretty decked out. So they're kind of repeating the steps now with him as he's a foundling. He's earning his stripes. He finally won his first spar with his training partner or whatever. That was pretty epic last week. So now I think he's just going to keep getting some sweet gear.
Yeah. Get all
I
decked
agree.
out.
What do you think his next piece of armor is going to be? A jetpack.
He doesn't need a jetpack,
Straight to
though.
jetpack.
He's got that force jump.
Yeah, I know, right? He doesn't need that as much.
I think like gauntlets.
Yeah?
Yeah.
He's so small,
Or like
though.
tiny pauldrons.
maybe like knees.
He
Knees?
doesn't even have legs.
He doesn't
you
have
made
knees?
the joke
He doesn't
about
have
them
legs.
not
Yeah.
having legs.
doesn't-
earlier.
you
No,
said
no,
earlier
no.
Yoda lost his
just
legs.
short legs. I didn't
Just said
literally
he lost
mean
his
no
legs.
legs.
Does he
Read
literally-
between the lines, Dustin.
Come on,
I can't.
Oh, goodness.
Well, a couple of comments down the line. I'm just going to, because people were responding to that question.
Yeah, apologies.
Sorry.
JQ said, you'll be convinced of Grogu design and Mando armor. You'll be convinced, maybe? That has something to do with that?
Yeah.
Sure.
Search up 2003 Clone Wars and look for the image of a Jedi with horns wearing clone armor, similar to Mandalorian armor right now. You'll be convinced of Grogu's design in the Mando armor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to read the first part first.
Yeah, helps if you
Normally
read
how
the
it
first
works.
part.
Normally
Wow,
that
we got a lot of comments.
And then, no, but I was going down. V's stuffing things. I don't think they will ever give Grogu a helmet because his face makes Disney too much money.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
that is
true.
a good
You're not
point.
wrong.
You're not wrong.
Until he gets old and gray and ugly like Yoda.
Hey.
Come on, man.
All right.
Yoda's
No
awesome.
diss, bro.
No diss, bro.
He's just not pretty to look at.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
I know, because he looks like an Einstein. Like
Yeah.
they modeled him after Einstein and the
Did they
guy
actually?
who. Yeah, they actually did. It
I
was
believe
actually
it.
Einstein and the guy who plays him or does
Frank
the-
Oz?
Frank Oz. It was like a combination like Frank Oz, Einstein, like a few different people. I forget who the other
Frank
ones were.
Einstein.
Why Einstein?
Because
I
he's
don't know,
smart
he's
Yeah,
smart,
but
and
I mean,
wise.
okay.
and talks funny.
Does he?
Does
I've never
Einstein
heard him
talk funny?
Is that
I've
how-
never heard him talk. So I
Is
don't
that
know.
how he talked to us?
Right.
Is that where it came from?
Einstein
E equals
talked
MC
in-
squared.
It
he
was
actually didn't mean to say
He starts
that.
It was
doing math
backwards.
problems.
MC squared equals E.
That's why I've been getting F's in math class all this
Oh.
time.
It's all Einstein's fault.
Yeah.
All right, keep going with these comments. We got a lot. To
Yeah,
get
so
through.
Phil J. Woodard. What's up, Phil? Well, episode 5 is actually directed by the same guy that directed Into the Spider-Verse.
Ooh,
Going back to the Spidey kiss. So
The Spidey kiss. Wow.
I
Full
didn't
circle.
even think about that. That's
that's
funny.
going to be interesting. Coincidence? I think not. He said. So
Yes.
yeah.
Probably not.
That is a great movie.
It
too,
was
by
a
the-
great
By
movie.
the way,
When's
that's
the
one of
second
the
one
best
coming out?
Spider-Man movie. Yeah, I saw. I think it's this summer
It is.
because I
It's
keep
soon.
seeing trailers for it. And
I do
I'm just
too.
getting hyped.
What is
Right.
it?
Into the Spider-Verse.
There's Matt again. On the outskirts of this conversation.
Wasn't even here, bro.
Wasn't even
And
He's
then
going
V
to
Stuff and Things, who commented, I read her comment earlier. This is the first time I've been on one of your live streams, LOL.
Yeah.
Welcome to the
Hey.
chaos.
Yes.
We appreciate
We talk about
you.
everything but Star Wars.
Yeah, no.
Chaos.
Talk
When,
about
when we make videos, it's extracting moments from this chaotic stream or
Yep.
any of these chaotic streams, editing them together in just such a fashion that it almost makes sense. A little bit of smooth music behind it and a little bit of audio tweaking to change the words. No,
Don't
I'm
give
kidding.
away your methods.
If
Dan.
you play every fifth word,
Yeah.
it's
it
hilarious.
makes sense.
It makes sense. Otherwise, we look like lunatics.
No, like you ask a question, we answer it, and then we go for like 45 minutes on something else. So
Yep.
you got to like fast forward, and then
Yeah.
you, and then
Leads
at the
into
last
something.
5 minutes, you get the rest of the answer. It's awesome.
Otherwise we'll talk about cats or cereal.
I'm telling you,
Yeah.
ninjas.
Ninjas. Cats are ninjas.
So on the welcoming wagon, Psych Motor said, "Thank you for the warm welcome. Found you guys in my YouTube feed and enjoyed your show."
Nice.
And
Thanks for
then
tuning in.
Empress just said, "Hi everyone, excited to finally catch a live stream."
That's also a new name.
Awesome. Yeah. Thank you for joining us.
Empress.
This is only the
Empress.
second week that we've ever done a Mando
Mando
Eve,
Eve,
so
yeah.
it was a lot of fun last week just speculating. And typically Wednesday is our post Mando show, and that's probably what you saw. So yeah, that one we try to be a little more organized and methodical, but it doesn't always work out.
Doesn't always work out.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
this one can be fun, and we're
not
just
much
having fun.
different.
So
Yeah.
thanks
we're
for
just chatting.
tuning in. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just fun to have a conversation with everybody out there. We got a lot more comments. We're gonna
Yeah,
need to
yeah.
rapid fire through some of these to get caught up.
No, it's
my-
okay. Eddie Bear, this episode, I think Captain Carson will appear. Oh, yeah,
yeah.
he was in the trailer. Also, rumors of Mon Mothma appearing.
Wait, Captain Carson. Why
He was the guy, one of
Yeah.
the pilots, the rebel pilots.
Yeah.
I watched the trailer again. It would be
One opposite of Trapper Wolf.
yeah.
who's Trapper Wolf?
The guy Dave Filoni.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Gosh, man. Yes,
See,
I
like,
forget
yeah,
everything.
what is
I
going
know
on with
that.
your
In this,
brain.
if I watched the trailer just to refresh myself, and there's only about 2 or 3 sequences that we have not seen.
Yeah.
Obviously, the Navarro, his sequence, and then there's one other line by Mando talking about the Mandalorians, like
Lost Among the Stars.
something like no, it was
No, he
another
already
line
said
like,
that
one.
"What
Yeah, he already
are
said
we? If we're not Mandalorians, what are we?" I don't know,
Yeah.
something like that we haven't
Without
heard
the,
from.
I thought he said without the creed. What are we?
Something like that.
It's
Didn't he say
something-
that to Bo in episode 2?
It could
No,
be
He said, "I love you" to Bo.
You wish.
Oh,
all those eye waggles under the helmet.
Yeah. What if one of them was just sticking out their tongue the whole time?
Right.
He would never go,
Takes the helmet off.
"Mm."
Have you looked like that the whole time?
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey guys. He's got slack tongue.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But Mon Mothma appearing would be insane. Obviously,
Yes,
that would be really
crazy.
cool because she would be.
That's an age her up.
She
Where
would be.
would they put her though?
Yeah, sure.
In the show? I don't know.
Well, she's
in the show. Well,
She
thanks,
would be
man.
in the
Thanks for
Senate,
that.
right? She would be in the Senate. I mean, she'd be
Yeah.
in Coruscant.
No,
Yeah,
'cause
probably
Emperor
Coruscant.
Palpatine is the Senate.
The problem
He
is that we didn't like the
lot.
Coruscant sequence because of what we got. It
Yeah.
took too much time. But in order to see Carson Teva, wasn't that his name? Captain
Captain
Carson. I think it's Carson Teva.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In order to see him, we're going to have to go to Coruscant because I'm pretty sure that's
Yeah.
where the conversation
yeah.
was happening in the trailer anyway.
Right.
So we might get that. We might get Mon Mothma. Hey, maybe what if we got Andor's, the guy down the road that helped Mon Mothma, the arms dealer or the.
Oh,
You
what's
know what I'm
his
talking
name?
about?
Yeah. Oh no.
I mean, that would be crazy. I don't
He's
think
like
we
the
will.
best
Got the
part
best
of Andor.
monologue ever.
He
Yeah.
would probably be past. I mean, he's probably
Shoot.
gone by
Yeah.
now. You know.
What's his name? Fact checker, can you check Andor, the arms dealer, or he's like the main guy of the show.
He was
really.
Batman. Yeah.
No, wait, he wasn't. Yeah,
Skarsgård.
Skarsgård.
It
yeah.
was. It
He's
looked
not
like Batman in that sequence when he gave his monologue. Is what I'm
Oh,
saying. He had the
yes.
hoodie,
It
had the
was
cape.
epic.
He was. It was a cool monologue. Yeah.
Just the dialogue in that show alone was like that was the Luthen.
Luthen.
Yes, Luthen. Thank you, fact checker.
Luthen Rael and Mon Mothma in this one. That'd be
That would be
insane.
fantastic.
All right, next question. Psych Motor. What episode do you think we will get Sabine Wren in?
Episode?
Ooh.
One of the last.
Yeah.
You think so?
If we
think-
get her.
I think maybe
Otherwise,
that's who
we'll
they're-
save her. But.
Yeah.
What
Maybe
if it's an
that's who
end
they're gonna
credit?
Introduce.
Maybe an end
Or
credit.
an end credit. Maybe just a
Yeah.
little something. Little tidbit.
Little something, something.
Tease
something,
into, they could say the Mandalorian will appear in Ahsoka
Right.
coming summer of 2023.
Or no, maybe it's Sabine Wren against
the world.
Thrawn.
Yeah.
Like she found Thrawn, but she got captured.
Well, that would be Ahsoka though too.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Right.
that's the
whole Ghost
next
crew.
show. They're gonna be like, "Oh, Ahsoka's coming out," blah blah blah, like they did with Book of Boba Fett.
I feel like what they're yeah, I could see that. Yeah, how they the very end they showed
Yeah.
Boba. I could see them at the
Boba.
very end the tease being, Thrawn just showing up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Right.
just Thrawn. Like
Right.
I don't know, Sabine could show up either this next episode
Think
or
so?
maybe 7 or 8, like you were saying.
Yeah. I'd
6,
say
7, or 8.
they'd probably save it for like an after credit scene.
Sabine?
Yeah.
I don't
See,
know.
I
That would
could
be
see
a-
it being like she's trapped, because Thrawn captured her, and then Thrawn shows up, and you're just like, "What?"
Well, it just depends
I
on the
can't-
direction they go
Right.
because the
Yeah.
thing is, sorry, I'll go back to you, Matt. The direction they go because we don't really know where they're going from here. I
Right.
mean,
Right.
they haven't given us an overarching plan other than, we want to unite the Mandalorians, together.
Right.
And who are you going to need to do that? Sabine. Sabine's one of the biggest ones
She
out there
is.
in some ways. I mean, she's the one who helped unite them in Rebels.
Yeah.
So it makes sense for her to show up if that's the trajectory they're going. Now, if they take a left turn with tonight's episode or next week's episode, not sure. I mean,
Right.
6, 7, and 8 could be a three-part
arc.
I kind of
Yeah.
hope it is.
I think so.
Because we need that story. We need some good, like, what are we doing here?
I think it's gonna be them going back to Mandalore,
You think so?
and yeah,
Trying to unite everybody.
trying to get everybody to come back to Mandalore.
That would make sense.
Yeah.
And we also know, I'm pretty sure that Fen Rao is showing up
Yep.
in this season as well. So if
Yep.
he shows up, it could be the same time. It'd be crazy if the whole Ghost
Crew.
crew
Ghost
shows
crew.
up.
Oh,
Right.
that'd be awesome.
That'd be
Like
nuts.
Hera
like-
shows up,
Yeah.
Sabine.
Like she
it's-
already got Ezra.
I don't know.
No.
I think
I
they're gonna
can't
save
imagine,
the Ezra
yeah.
thing for the
Ahsoka
series.
series.
I feel like
Yeah.
majority of them will be left for Ahsoka.
Yeah,
Yeah, they might be saving it. That's true. It might be a little bit too much for
That's
the
what I'm saying.
Mando.
I think it's gonna be like literal after credit scene.
Yeah,
Unless
I
they
guess
do
I could see
like
that.
something of like the what's the ghost cruise ship called?
The Ghost.
The
It's-
ghost.
okay. Okay, makes
The
sense.
Phantom
That
is
was-
the
that tracks.
smaller one.
That
It's from
tracks.
Rebels.
But like,
Yeah.
unless they did something like simple like that, like showing that ship somewhere or something.
Right,
Like that.
fly over. But if they do that in this show, they gotta,
Right.
somebody's gonna have to show up.
Yeah,
Right.
absolutely.
Any of them could show up. That's the crazy thing.
Right.
Fenn Rau is already going to be a pretty big deal in this, because he's the one who first we ever heard explain the Darksaber lore.
Yeah.
So
But
that's what's-
Sabine knows Bo-Katan, and Bo-Katan
Yeah.
is basically leading this show right now. I mean, it's kind of her story arc a little bit right
Yeah.
now, where we're at, and how she's interweaving with.
Unless-
She's basically started and ended most of the episodes lately.
Yeah.
And it's kind of wrapping around her. So anyway, she knows Sabine.
I'd
Phil Woodard said they're saving Sabine for Ahsoka.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said
I mean,
so. It's probably maybe I think maybe most likely for me it would be an end credit because then that
Yeah.
would tease
Right.
directly in, and as well as like Thrawn maybe if we don't get him sooner.
right. I
Like-
hope they introduce Thrawn in this season, or at least
Yeah.
something.
I
Give
think
us
it's
a
going to be at the
tease.
very end because I think there's still a lot of work to do to unite Mandalore and bring Mandalore back to full fighting or full some kind of unity. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
right. Well,
This one's more micro on Bo and Din and Grogu and I hope their three relationship. You know what I mean?
right.
Mhm.
Well, and they're still going to have to find all the other Mandalorians that are out there because there's a lot more out there. They're just spread
Scattered.
out, and even Bo said that there's even her faction.
They're doing mercenary.
They're doing
work.
mercenary work, so they're
Yeah.
gonna have to find them and unite them or whatever.
Right.
But I feel like it's gonna have to be for a cause. That's the only thing. We still don't know the cause, unless
that's
the
the
cause
one.
is like, well, what's been teased up with the Mythosaur. The Mythosaur
Oh.
is in that song was to bring on a new age for the Mandalorians. So now that
Yeah.
the Mythosaur has been seen, that's basically gonna fulfill that prophecy. And then we're going to be moving forward with a new age for the Mandalorians, which would be cool. That's be the way they unite them all, and then they would unite back on Mandalore because the planet is sustainable again.
This is the way.
This is the way. That would make sense.
Yeah.
This is the
And
one.
the only other big bad, I feel like, if we're not going to get Thrawn, the only other big bad we have
Moff
is
Gideon.
Moff Gideon.
Yep. Like he
So-
escaped from Republic
Yeah,
custody.
because they already
Or New
teased that
Republic
up
custody.
a little bit.
Yeah.
And then they could bring in that one chick dude and
One chick dude.
and, that whole-
Elia Kane.
Elia Kane.
Michael
Elia
Caine's
Caine.
cousin.
I still think it's Omega grown up. I'm just saying.
Please don't say that.
I don't know.
I didn't think Omega could get any worse, and then you said that, and I'm like, man, I was
well,
wrong.
and that would mean she went way to the dark
Oh,
side.
yeah.
'cause
Hey, it
that was
could
pretty
happen.
twisted. Oh, it could happen. Yeah, especially if she goes on.
I
on
honestly-
a,
I've said like I prefer it if she went to the dark side.
Right.
So then when we kill her, it's even more sweet.
Yeah, it's even
So
more
satisfying.
satisfying.
Wow,
I
that's
honestly
dark.
I still think it's Cyril
Kane.
Karn and Deidre
Their
Merritt's
daughter?
daughter,
Their daughter.
Oh.
that would be-
Daughter son.
Wow,
thing.
yeah, that
daughter
could be.
something.
well, it's Coruscant, right?
all
Didn't they
got
spend
a
time on
chicken
Coruscant?
The
Yeah.
timing there would work out, wouldn't it?
It would, yeah. That's what I said. I did the math.
Too much
He did the math.
I'm
He's
not
already
good at math,
connected
but
all
I
the
did
dots.
it.
He's
I mean,
probably
Connected the
20
dots.
years
You
off.
didn't connect anything.
That
I
would be
connected the
amazing
dots.
because it's twisted. It's twisted. We never would have guessed, but we would have
Yeah.
guessed somebody evil. We guessed like the guy that was from Rebels and a bunch of other people in that other video. But anyway,
Uh-huh.
Or they're just gonna throw something out of left field like Ahmed Best.
Yeah, right.
or no, wait, they know how to surprise us.
Yeah, they do.
I still like that though.
I do too. But also, it makes you think like, man, Order 66 was not effective
Yeah,
because more Jedi
some
are
ways.
surviving, and it's like, what was the point of
they
the
keep
whole
bringing
thing?
in Jedi.
I mean, there's still time after that they hunt him down and kill him. So I think initially a decent amount did escape, but they hunted them down and killed a lot of them after the fact still too. But I know what you're saying. It feels like the more we go back to Order 66, the more Jedi we see survive, and the less likely it is that Yoda's dialogue of "You are the last Jedi."
Right? It's like actually, there's like
It's like-
15
there's
more of
like
us.
Ahsoka,
Yeah, but
I'm
but
just-
but Vader kept hunting, you know.
I know,
and
that's what I'm
kept
saying,
hunting, and he found a ton of people.
Yeah.
But
They were just not very effective at finding them, I guess.
I just
or,
think-
Well, they were clones.
or
What
the
can you
Jedi were
expect?
way better at hiding. This is the first and only galactic-sized game of hide and seek that the Jedi won. For the most
Well,
part.
and I think a lot of things Yoda was
Somewhat. Mass
not
casualties.
as adept as maybe everybody else thought.
Yeah.
He was an old codger. He's like, "You'll be the last one." He's like, "As far as I know, I mean, I've been on this
Right.
like
He had,
sludge ball for like 400. No, he's like 900 years old.
Yeah.
So, what do you remember when you're 900?
I don't know, 'cause no
999
one's
years
ever
old.
lived
Did
that
they
one.
say 999? Is that how old?
No,
900.
when 900 years
Oh,
old.
900.
You have lived.
That's what's
Look
funny
so
is
good
that
you or not.
we're talking about Grogu being the child and Din and Bo being the parents.
Yeah.
And like pretty sure Grogu's like the same age or older.
He's actually
Yeah.
older than both of
Yeah,
them.
that's a good point.
Every time I think about that, I'm like,
That's weird.
but again, this is explaining to me the argument on the age difference between Din and Bo. Maybe it doesn't
Right.
work for their relationship,
Right.
being 10, 15 years apart. But I'm like,
I thought it
Are
was
they-
20.
creatures.
I don't
No,
think they're
people-
that far apart.
Yeah,
Somebody
that's
said
what I'm
15.
saying. I
Somebody
think
said 10.
Yeah,
Regardless,
10's not as
No,
weird
no,
as
10's
you-
not
when you're
bad.
saying 20.
Yeah, 20 that'd be odd.
some people said, you know what I mean. But this is why I think in the Star Wars
after
universe
you
they
get-
age differently on
10's
different planets. Time's
Right, yeah,
not
yeah.
relative. It's not
Right.
one planet forever with
But
the same
Interstellar?
sun.
They do have
Interstellar.
standard galactic cycles though.
Yes.
Yeah. they
So
do.
I don't know how that works.
But how do people look? Grogu looks like
people
he's 1
Bad.
year old or 2 years old or whatever.
Yeah.
The way he moves and
Right.
I
but-
think you're not really supposed to think about the
Right.
relativity and all that stuff in the
Yeah.
Star Wars universe.
It's kind of
People
one
do.
thing they skipped over in Star Wars.
Which
Time is relative.
because once you start getting into that stuff too deep, then
too
a
much.
lot of things don't make
Well, I
sense.
mean, did you
go
see
down a dark
Interstellar?
hole.
Yes,
Like that stuff was nuts.
it was crazy.
I was like, what?
I was like, hurry up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was
Get off the
heavy.
planet.
Yeah.
oh man.
All right. Well, you want to hit some comments?
Yeah, real fast. So I'm just gonna say this is the most amount of comments we've ever had. So we're really sorry if we don't get to all these comments tonight. We usually try to just go like an hour for this. I'm just gonna say right off the bat, we're sorry in advance if we don't get to all your comments. We will do our
Yeah.
best. But we
And
are
we're
reading
reading
them,
them.
fact
And
checker, and
responding.
people are trying to respond as fast as we can.
And we comment to every single one on the videos too. So we'll get
Yes,
to them
yeah.
at some point or another. But we're gonna fly through these here because we want to talk to you guys because this is what it's all about. We got thoughts obviously, but we want to hear yours. So Psych Motor needs IG-11 for a Grogu mech. What do you
Yeah.
think about that? Yeah. What's what we talked
so he's
about?
in IG-11.
Right.
That would be pretty sweet.
I like how Hulk was in the giant Iron Man suit.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
Hulkbuster.
'Cause-
That would be that was one of the coolest sequences of
Or-
episode 1 whenever IG-11 came into town. Right,
Yeah, that was
thing
amazing.
was just blowing everybody away.
Yeah.
Did he
Also,
have
those two
Grogu with
stormtroopers
him?
was hilarious.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
It
yeah.
was sitting right there.
Yeah, so it makes sense.
It makes sense.
And then we got Tick Cannibal. No, I think it's Tickaniable. Takenable. How would you interpret what Brendan Wayne said about incoming episode? Brendan Wayne is one of the stunt doubles for Din. I haven't heard any of that. You guys in the comments and some of the people in this stuff are so far ahead of me on the interviews and stuff.
Yeah,
Right.
I haven't
we're a
heard
little behind
all
on
of
those
this.
interviews. What
Yeah, so
fact checkers guy?
I
Yeah.
did some research on that, and he was saying there's some intense moments coming, and between Bo Katan and Din.
Oh,
Yeah, I
And
heard
that
some of
goes
those-
into what Phil has been talking
Phil's been
about.
saying there's
a
some
lot of
heavy-
the chats
Is-
are about
That can be
this
taken
intense
two ways here.
thing coming.
What's intense mean?
Some people are saying
you
maybe
camped around.
intense training or fighting between the two,
Or
maybe
passion,
or
love.
Yeah.
Oh, it could go either
We
way.
got two
All of the
options
above.
here.
This is why people are nervous right now. It could be all of the above.
It could be one of those scenes where they're fighting each other,
And then they
and they're
start
just
making
fighting,
out.
and then they
stop.
just
just
realize
start-
that it's not worth it, and then they just Spider-Man kiss.
With their
Why-
helmets.
They're literally fighting like this. Someone jumps upside
Upside
down just to
down,
get the
just-
Spider-Man kiss.
No. Somebody, does the grappling hook, and they're hanging upside down.
Yeah.
They're like, "Why do you fight me? I love you." Done. All right, more comments. Sorry.
Passion.
I can't get behind a Spider-Man
And V's
kiss in
stuff
this
and things.
thing.
I don't think they will ever give Grogu a helmet. Yeah, we said that. Sorry.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right.
Moving on.
Yeah, the face is too much money. Chubby Roll, what's up? What's up, Chubby
Chubby
Roll?
Roll?
Good
That's such a
Chubby
good
Roll.
name.
That's a great one. And then Phil said, "Hey, Chubby Roll, nice to see you again, Sonic." Yeah, good friends in the chat here. Psych Motor,
I was gonna
JQ's
say,
responding to that. I would agree with you. I think Mando would travel to Kijimi.
Jimmy, where's Jimmy?
Jimmy
It
could
sounds
do-
familiar.
Sounds
It
really
does sound
familiar.
very
Let's think about that. Nora said, "Need Lothcat."
Oh yeah.
Need cute cuddly beings. Yeah.
Cuddly beings.
Star Wars cuddly
Any
beings
little
are the best.
ninjas up in here.
Yeah.
Little ninjas. They got little dark sabers of their own, right?
Each and every single one of them.
Their claws.
Built into the claws.
Clad.
Oh yeah. So Chubby Roll. Sorry, I need to see the Grogu gift the Mythosaur pendant to Bo-Katan.
Right.
Mythosaur
do
pendant
that.
that he just got, right? Isn't
Well-
that what he, or no?
Well, he's had it.
yeah.
Well,
in,
the pendant is like the necklace, right? But
yeah.
I think, is he talking about the chest plate thing he just got?
No,
He's talking about the necklace.
He's
the
talking about the
necklace though, isn't
We're
that
not
thing
sure
we
where the
lost?
necklace is, though,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. I don't know.
We thought it got lost in season 2 when the
Yeah.
ship blew up, but we're not sure.
That's true. Yeah.
I don't think we've seen it for
I
a
don't think
while.
we have seen it.
We need to go back and figure out where that thing is.
Somebody, does anybody in the comments
Yeah, does
know where
anybody in
that
the
necklace is? But
where that? Yeah.
it would be cool to see him give it to Bo-Katan because Bo-Katan is, helped kind of encourage him during that fight. So, I think their bond is getting closer.
Yeah.
Which part of it plays into this storyline that we keep saying in our videos of Din and Bo and Grogu being the family that everybody wants in Star Wars right now.
Yep.
Yes.
That's it. That's what everybody wants.
Give it to
Phil,
us.
End of story.
Yes, Chubby Roll. It would be adorable.
Mhm.
Bimarella, he needs new clothes. Darn it.
All right.
You're talking about Grogu, or are you talking about Din? Probably Grogu.
Probably Grogu.
Chubby
What's
Roll?
wrong with Dins?
Yeah.
Chubby roll.
Chubby Roll. Put new clothes on, bro.
There are children here.
What's he wearing?
Nora, yes, and it would be a very roundabout way for one of Din's things to go to Bo. Yeah, so
Yeah.
respond to that. Yeah.
On the pendant, sorry, they're just commenting, Nora and Chubby Roll saying that Grogu still has it. Someone found
okay.
evidence.
All right.
Oh.
Okay.
Interesting.
Evidence.
Whatever you tell us.
I'm surprised that he was allowed to keep it with Luke.
Attachments.
The attachments
Yeah.
and everything.
Luke
he was
has
training with
changed
Luke.
in his old age.
Well, he still has things that he has. He probably puts them in a box, like when you go to the hospital and they put them all in a bag.
Or when
Right.
you go to
And,
jail or
then before you
something.
leave, somebody steals them. No, I'm just kidding.
Are you speaking from experience, man?
No. Jail. I was going hospital. Matt went jail.
I've never put anything in the hospital when I go in.
Well, you've been to jail. They're like, yeah, put your stuff in.
set
You're like, I
myself up
know,
for
I know. I've been here before.
Went through it.
I get it.
We
He went
get
to
the
the
picture again.
He doesn't remember the hospital visit. He just remembers waking up in jail. No,
Teed that one
no.
up perfectly.
Oh,
wow.
goodness.
You guys set Matt up for that. one.
Actually, I set myself
Yeah,
up
you
for
set
that
up- I
one.
didn't do anything on that one.
Dustin usually sets up
I'm usually
Matt.
the one who sets you up. So you
Oh,
like
man.
torture.
Yeah, right. So you've been to jail.
So you've been to jail.
Jail.
So what
Jail,
you're saying
prison,
is
same
you're a
thing.
criminal.
Okay,
all mental.
Psych, thanks for warm welcome. Hey, yeah, excited to see the new people, all these people chatting with us.
Right.
It's really fun to talk. Us four, I'll always talk about it.
Yeah.
And then after the show, we will talk about it for another hour. I promise
we
you.
will. Yeah.
So it's good to talk to you.
And we're
all.
going to do the after show of the pre.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, that's why we were late to the stream because we were talking. No, I'm kidding. We had tech. But Empress, hi everyone. Excited to finally catch a live stream. Yeah, Empress, good to see
Definitely.
you.
Yeah,
Thanks
thanks
for
for
tuning in.
Empress,
Any questions? Drop them down there. They're probably
That's
already there. We're
good.
trying to get to it. Nora, I don't think Einstein had weird memes made about him though.
Yeah.
Speaking of,
I'm
Actually,
sure
he
he's got
probably does,
memes, bro.
actually.
I think he does.
We could find some Einstein memes.
He's got some memes up the wazoo.
We do have memes that we need
is
to
that like
get
one of
to.
those things where like everything Lincoln said? No, Lincoln said everything on the internet is true. Is that one of those
Yeah,
things
right.
where it's like time
Abraham Lincoln said that.
Like Einstein made a
He
bunch
said
of
that,
memes
bro?
on himself.
Right?
Yeah.
The
Okay.
16th president.
Erica
himself.
J. Hello there. Channel newbie. Found you guys via the Bowden Shorts. Oh,
Nice.
Heck
Yeah,
yeah.
thanks for tuning in.
What's good?
Thanks for being here.
yeah.
Oh, goodness,
Oh, we're
man.
happy that you've been watching the Bowden Shorts. We've been having fun making them.
Right.
Dinbo, Bowden, Phil Jr., Bowden.
Bowden!
Reppin'
Bowden.
He's just got to keep getting it out
For the
there.
win. I do like the Bowden for the win.
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
why.
This
people
is
are
the
attached
way.
to
I feel it, I feel
Bowden for the win. It's like
It does kinda
rolls
work.
off the tongue.
Yeah.
Dinbo for the window.
window.
How did how is our poll sitting on that too, fact checker? Can you look that up real fast? I just want to
Hey,
see
checker
what
of facts.
that's sitting at. Because I know actually a lot of people voted for Bowden more than Dimbo.
Right.
We're the holdouts here.
It was
I
in,
will
it was
We
so
will
much we
stand
put in
our
the video.
ground.
I know it was a good percentage higher than Dimbo.
Yeah.
Chubby roll.
So, sorry, he asked
Chubby roll. Chubby roll.
to do my
Bless
job.
Yeah, go for it.
The poll ended up so far is Bowden is in the lead 56%, and then Dinbo is 39%. Debo
What?
is 5%.
Ah, Debo, represent.
Debo, woo!
Where's my Debos?
Where's my Debo's at?
I
Like
ain't
one guy
seen
in the
much of
back is
them.
not commenting.
Right.
He said that in the theater, like, "Let's
I got
go."
no-
He was here 2 weeks ago. And
Oh yeah, sorry.
No, I'm just saying. But then he jumped ship. He's like, you guys
You
are
guys suck, Bowden. Sure. We
No,
like
it's all
Bowden. We
good.
like them all.
All right. Nora had a bunch of eyes looking around.
Eyes,
Yeah.
eyeballs. She's
And
looking at
then,
us.
looking at us. Phil Jr., without the creed, what are we? What do we stand for? That's
Yeah,
the
that's
line
what he
that I was
says.
talking about
Man,
in the trailer.
He's just throwing facts at us.
Yeah.
Without the creed. He's got it all dialed in. If we need
don't-
fact checkers.
He hasn't said that yet, though.
I
No.
thought he said that in episode 2, but maybe he didn't.
No, he didn't.
Okay.
And then the way
You're
he
wrong.
said it, I haven't
Probably.
heard him strike a tone like that.
Yeah.
And even the scene where he's walking out of the cave looking like the king, like Mufasa coming out, with the Lion King. It's like a Mufasa walkout in the
I guess.
beginning of the trailer that we used in our intro video for this.
Yeah.
And it's like very, like he's leading
Yeah.
the pack.
Well, how they did the whole how they did it in the trailer made him seem like he was a boss walking out.
Boss.
Unless they did like us where they just zoom in on parts of the screen. No.
Right.
But
Zoom.
I don't know. I think there may be a good monologue coming from Mando. It's my thoughts.
Are we still good here?
Yeah. And Erica, what are you? A Mandalorian sandwich.
What are you?
I'm not
A
sure if
Mandalorian
that's-
sandwich?
Yeah.
Yeah, so because it was without the creed, what are we? What do we stand for? And then what are you? A Mandalorian sandwich? I think it goes together.
Yes. Yes. It
That
does.
or when I asked
Don't say
Nick
the
what he
next one.
was.
Yeah, don't say that.
Yeah. Chubby roll, bring
Yeah,
in
no.
the
Yeah.
Bring in the filth.
bring in the skip. Nora Scholar, you mean Scholar? Scholar. I like it. You mean Luthen Rael. Thank you for that.
Yes, thank you.
And Bimmerella, Luthen, you guys. Yeah.
Luthen was
Yep,
so
yep.
We
good.
can think about Luthen, which when we're on the live stream, but Luthen
Yeah.
was unbelievable. He had the coolest artifacts, right?
Yeah, that show should have been called the Luthen show. It shouldn't have been
Luthen
called
Rail.
Andor, really, because his arc was the most interesting out of the whole thing.
Yeah.
Things were just happening to Andor, but like most of the interesting story plots were Luthen. I mean, he was
True.
that was awesome. Like just that one monologue. He had like a few, but that one where he was just like it was like the Bane monologue. Like,
Yeah.
you were born in like I was born in it.
Yeah.
You merely adapted the darkness. I
Yeah.
was born in it, but like a sunrise I'll
Sure.
never see.
I share my dreams with dead people.
Yeah, it was dark, but it was awesome.
What have I sacrificed? Everything.
Yes.
Yeah, the passion was.
Oh, he's just
You ever-
such a good actor too.
Yeah.
If you ever need to get fired up, go watch that. I don't know if we're going to get that level monologue, but Luthen
Luthen killed it.
is the man.
Anyway,
killed it.
sorry.
Nora, and they had Krya with him. Kreia.
Kreia.
Fact checker's going to have to help us out, Phil. And in the meantime, Erica Sabine will roll up at the very end, like, "Get in, losers! We're going to fight Thrawn," and then end on a cliffhanger.
Yeah,
Probably.
that would be
Get in,
sweet. I would be
losers.
all for that.
It's like the Marvel movies when who was it that showed up at the end of every Marvel movie to talk to that character to be like, "Hey, we got something going on."
A lot
It
of
was
the time.
Samuel L. Jackson. What was
yeah.
his character?
Oh yeah, Fury.
Nick Fury.
Nick Fury.
Nicholas Fury.
So Sabine shows up. She's like, "All right, we got stuff."
Just Nick Fury.
Nicholas Fury.
You don't think his birth certificate?
His full name is Nicholas Fury.
You don't- I like that.
No, it's
Yeah.
Nicholas Windu.
Nicholas B. Furious.
It's Nicholas Windu Furious.
Windu.
The third.
the third.
The third.
Oh man.
Um,
that wasn't very good.
Kreia
goodness.
is
Yeah.
a fictional character and party member in Obsidian. Oh, okay, in the Knights of the Old
Knights of the
Republic.
Old Republic. I knew.
okay.
I knew the name.
Yeah, it
She's
sounded
but I don't know what it
blind.
was referencing.
Blind, force sensitive,
Right.
and
She was blind. Oh, okay.
And she
So
was
basically like a
evil.
Kanan,
Kanan.
type deal. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Cool,
She
cool,
was a
cool,
Sith.
cool, cool. She was a Sith.
She was a Sith.
Was she?
Well, I don't want that.
I don't want that.
I don't want that.
Get that out of
She was
here.
also old and Sithy.
Chubby, I like how Chubby Roll just says as a laughing face.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then
And Bimmerella maybe in a flashback,
Maybe a flashback.
referring
Yeah.
to.
See, we're like way behind on
We're
this.
way
Yeah, we
behind.
got
Yeah.
So we're like,
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. And
so
Yeah.
Maybe we-
it's okay.
we're
Yeah.
like, yeah, way behind,
Nora,
sorry.
she'd look at Din's unpainted armor and be like, "Ew, all right."
ew.
Yep.
I'm more likely convinced that Bo will turn her armor to full-on silver like Din and Grogu.
That
Yeah.
would be cool.
She'll
Yeah.
be in the same.
I dig it.
Chubby Roll says Clan of Three.
Clan of Three. I
I
mean,
like
that
that.
just
That
makes sense. The Mudhorn. There was a really good comment earlier I should read on one of the, talking about the Mudhorn clan and how this
Mhm.
it's all leaning toward that. And there'll be the Force sensitive with Grogu, the Mythosaur rider with Bo, and then the Darksaber wielder with Mando. That's pretty epic.
They've created the rule of 3.
The rule of the Mandalorian rule of 3.
Yeah.
3 is the magic number. Says no way home.
Yeah.
Yep. Spider-Man No Way Home. Yep. I think that's what he's talking about.
Spidey
Spidey Kiss. They're going for it. All right.
Everything.
V stuff and
Shipping
things.
intensifies.
Yep.
Not sure if you
Shipping
guys have heard yet, but there's
intensifies.
that intense scene she's talking
Sure.
about. Could either be romance or fighting. The intense scene's coming. I mean, I don't know. I'm nervous. I'm not kidding.
Mhm.
I'm lying. I'm not kidding.
I'm not kidding. I'm lying.
I hope the intense
I'm
thing is
lying.
them training. Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be fine.
Yeah.
Nervous.
Or fighting for the dark side.
Phil is nervous with 4 capital R's.
Wow.
It's all
Where are
caps.
you at?
Wait,
So is
Holy
V.
crap! You jumped.
We
way
might have
down.
missed one, Dan.
We
I just
missed a
want-
couple.
Real fast,
Yeah.
Erica J said, I'm worried
Yeah.
Sabine's entire family might have died in the purge, as if she needs any more depression in her life. I thought that was actually pretty on point with Sabine there. That would
Yeah.
be dark,
Yeah.
because, we did see her family in
I
Rebels.
mean, yeah, it would make
Yeah.
sense.
That would make sense, especially when we see her at the end of Rebels, and then you
Yes.
see, she looks a little downcast, obviously, if she's lost literally everything.
Well, and she's going to look for Ezra too.
Yeah.
So you're talking about in Rebels,
Hello.
they were all still alive, right? Yeah, because her
Yeah.
parents were
Right.
leading that one planet. Yeah.
Because that was
So.
That
Yeah, we
would make
found out
sense.
she
that
made
was
that.
before Night of a
Made
Thousand
that
Tears.
crazy
Made that
weapon
machine,
and almost killed her
yeah.
family.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
Why
it
did
was-
you
somehow
do
survived.
that?
right? I
That's
don't
what I'm-
understand how they let it get so out of hand.
Right.
It's like if somebody else knew, why didn't they stop her? Like, what do you? I mean, I guess she did it in secret.
She was
I don't
the
remember.
She was working for the Empire.
It was almost like a
man.
micro version of Jin Urso's dad. You know? How
Yeah.
she
Yeah.
got like twisted into doing the thing, and
Yeah, but he built a failsafe.
Might have been
Yeah.
kind of like a kid rebelling in some
well,
ways,
she had to
too.
pay the price, right? She went back and,
Yeah.
and destroyed it. You know,
Yeah.
and
Right.
that was pretty. That was an
True.
epic episode.
It was.
That was pretty
That
solid.
was.
It's really dark.
Yeah.
Sorry, keep going, Dan. I didn't mean to throw you off.
Nope,
there.
I'm just trying to catch up. The intense thing is them training. There's some nervous people. Erica J.
There's some
Nervous
intense.
people.
Bo and Dan almost getting eaten by the myth store. That might be intense.
Yeah, maybe.
That
Whoa.
would be interesting.
Let's hope
Chubby
that
Roll.
doesn't
That's
happen.
intense. Yeah, that would be crazy.
Right?
Yeah, fighting.
Grogu, he's gone.
Well, one of the theories was then they're fighting, and then Bo or Din has to help save Bo, kind of bringing them closer together, and then the passion, the saving moment shows Bo. Wow, Din's not bad, and they fall in love or something.
Yeah,
Right.
their
Brings him
helmets
closer
touch.
together, right? And all right, Chubby Roll, you two
What
know
if-
what I've said about it. Yeah, those two. Yeah.
What if Mando gets his legs mostly eaten by the mythosaur and he has to walk around like Grogu?
He is
Sorry.
Grogu.
What?
Don't worry about it.
You
Keep
just
moving on.
you went off.
This
a
is the
whole-
way. All
That's
right.
a tangent.
Yeah.
That was a
Yeah.
whole nother tangent.
Yeah, Chubby Roll. This is the way. Everybody likes it. V's stuff and things. Maybe find Din's.
Maybe Din finds out she
she's
lied about
lied about
the story. Are you all right, Dan?
No,
You
no,
need someone
I-
else to read
he's
her
trying-
minute.
I was
trying to
reading
wrap-
V's like it was a comment, but it was
Yeah.
Eddie responding to V. So
Yes.
I was
V's
like
stuff-
halfway
Well,
through
he
my
was saying
brain
what
blew
she
up.
said.
Yeah,
because we must
exactly.
have missed it.
Yeah, they're
up there.
commenting back and forth. But Erica
Right.
said, I could see Thrawn show up at the end to confirm Gideon has been his puppet the whole time. Makes
Yep.
sense. Maybe kill him off because the guy's
Yep.
a perpetual screw up. Yeah, he has made some mistakes.
Yeah, what
and
a loser.
Thrawn likes tying up loose ends.
He does.
do that. He doesn't want nothing to come bite his booty butt.
Matt, stop saying words.
Erica J, you have
Stop putting
failed
the
me for
camera on
last
me and
time.
forcing me to
For
keep
the last time
speaking.
Thrawn edition, this is the way. I can certainly see Gideon dying in this season. We guessed at that last week who might die, and we figured Gideon is probably top of the list, right?
And Nora Scholler says, Daddy on.
Daddy on.
Gideon. That's funny.
Moff
Yeah.
Daddy on.
That-
Bimarella, I think Bo's dad is still around. They mentioned him way too much.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, no, for
really.
sure.
That's what I
I think they're like alluding
Well,
that he's still out there.
But she said he died.
did we see the
Protect-
body,
Is
Dustin?
anyone really
This is the one
dead?
rule I have with
Star
That
Wars
doesn't
in
even
general.
work
any
sometimes.
universe in general.
Yeah.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah. They didn't show the body, but then that kind of takes away from that sweet moment in some ways between Din and Bo. Whenever she's like, he died protecting Mandalore, and then there could be a flashback. I could see
Yeah.
a flashback more so than him being alive. But
Yeah.
you never know. It's Star Wars.
Right?
Nobody's
Yeah.
ever
Sure,
really
Yeah,
gone.
yeah.
Porkins.
It's becoming more and more like that, yeah. Psych Motor, Din should have just killed, Gideon when he won the Darksaber.
Right?
Yeah.
What do you
Yeah.
think? Yeah. Because he was, even after that, he was in custody. He was trying to shoot Grogu, and
He should have said,
He didn't
I'm
need to
bringing you
s-
in cold and
Yeah.
sliced him in half.
Yeah. Well, and knowing like how the New Republic operates, as seen in that one terrible Andor-esque episode, they're not very competent.
Yeah.
Like
well,
it wouldn't surprise me if he got away. He literally
Right.
like didn't handed him off, and he's like, "Okay, yep, go to the ship." And then Gideon's like, "Seriously, you're just letting me go by myself?" They're like, "Yeah, we trust you." And then he just got away in an
That's how it
in an
works
escape
around
pod.
You know, it was probably the same people that Din partnered up with in season 2 to rescue that one bad Twi'lek guy.
Yeah.
It was probably those same people that got Gideon out.
Right.
Make the universe smaller.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Crazy.
But yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
gotta
Phil
keep going.
Moff dying. We're catching up to the comments. We're not doing bad. Eddie talking to Phil. Moff dying makes sense since it all leads to Thrawn. It just does. And yeah, exactly. Cyril Karn would never pay for child support.
No.
Speaking of
No. So if,
that's
if,
why she's so angry.
if Elijah
Still a
Kane,
child himself.
Yeah.
yeah, but
Cyril Karn.
it's just interesting how they played. So they played her off to be kind of like a neutrally nice character, but we all knew Elijah Kane right out of the gate. We're like, you can't trust her.
No.
Right.
Just
Yeah.
like Cyril, that's what was the craziest thing with Deidre. Deidre was like, "Ooh, she's messed up."
Mm-hmm.
But then when their like relationship started growing, you're
Right.
like, "This is
You're like,
strange."
This is weird.
Maybe
But-
she has a heart.
Maybe
Yeah,
she
somebody-
is.
Eddie Bear guessed that Bo's dad would appear in a flashback.
Yep.
So, yep. And
It
then-
would just make sense. Otherwise, they'd bring him in, and she's like, "I thought you were dead."
I
And he's
how
like, "My death was exaggerated."
it was greatly exaggerated.
Yeah.
He doesn't have any legs though.
Right. Lieutenant Dan.
Damn.
he borrowed the legs once.
From
once Maul got rid of them.
Yeah, that's what I was
Right.
thinking of.
Spider.
He was cut in half by the dark
Oh my
saber.
gosh.
Oh man.
Oh, hey, that actually could be a thing.
Yeah.
Huh.
It could be.
I wonder if it was Death Watch who killed him.
Probably.
Who killing
I mean,
We don't know.
Uh,
Speculation.
Bo's dad. Yeah.
who?
Come on, Matt.
Catch up.
I like how Nora Scholler
Great with
said, or Scholar
fries.
Scholler, whatever, says Cyril Karn.
Cyril Karn. Yep.
Cereal
Karn.
Karn.
Cereal Karn.
Don't
yes.
get us started on cereal.
Don't get us started on cereal.
Cereal. We got a good monologue coming on that one.
We
Yeah,
do.
It's great.
Chubby Roll agrees likely that may be a flashback.
Yeah.
JQ, I don't know why people are concerned age gaps with Din and Bo. This is going back to that. The time
Yeah.
when Din was saved by the Shriek Hawks, I would have assumed that time was during the after of Attack of the Clones, or after the Attack
During
of the
or
Clones.
During
after.
or
Attack
after.
of the Clones.
So the timeline isn't that far
Yeah.
off.
No. See, I don't think they're that far apart in age as people say they are.
I just think some people are like, either they're really passionate, they just don't want Din and Bo to get together, right?
Yeah.
There's just some people that are
and then
passionate
there's
about
others that are like they're definitely getting
Yeah,
together.
so you find a reason to support either way, right?
There's
But
no
I think
happy medium.
the ones that don't want Din and Bo are like, they're too far apart.
Right.
And I think because they're rooting for Mando to just be like on his own. You know what I'm saying? I think
Right.
that's the angle that a lot of these people are taking.
Well, technically, he's already not on his own because he has Grogu.
Right.
Sure. He's a dad now.
He's a dad.
He needs a mother.
No,
Grogu.
Grogu needs a mother. Din needs a
Dang
mother.
it.
Din needs a wife.
Yeah.
Am I right?
That's the
Am I
words I
right?
meant to
Din
say.
needs a
Am I
wife.
wrong?
Grogu needs
No.
a mother. Bo is right there waiting.
yeah.
Yep.
And
She's there for the takings.
just
There for the taking.
they need to watch our shorts and the sparks will
Sparks will
reignite.
reignite.
Because
Yeah.
we're making sparks where there may or may not be some.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
You will be a
We're shipping
whole
it
new
hard.
person once you watch those videos.
Yep.
Your mind will be amazed.
Amazed.
It'll be a
Really? Tell us more,
Yeah,
Matt.
tell us more, Matt.
That's all I got.
Mind flayer.
I've run out of words
Mind
already.
flayer. Elia Kane. Mind flayer, anyone?
Mind flayer.
I want to forget this conversation ever happened.
No, that's.
Oh.
They need a mini mind flayer like Men in Black. A mini
Yeah.
mind flayer. You know.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. I was like,
The
where
neuro-
are you
the
going with
neuralizer?
Mind flayer? Oh, okay.
I'm glad I thought of
Deneuralizer.
Men in Black because if I
No,
left
that's
that
perfect.
hanging out there, somebody
That
would have
is a
been
mini
like,
mind flayer. You're right.
all right,
Yeah.
Chubby Roll cereal. Yeah, the way they did the cereal scenes
Yeah.
just made cereal Karn.
It's
That's
just
what it's
Serial
about.
carnage.
Yeah.
Erica J. They have a good skincare routine, keeping them youthful. That's why the age is. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Hey, that's clutch right there.
That's clutch right there.
Mm.
Got
Gotta have that skincare
moisturizer.
routine.
And Nora, actually more like a serial killer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true. I got
He,
that
is a
vibe.
cereal. He ate lots of cereal.
Yeah.
So literally, he is a serial killer.
Yeah, they spelled it like cereal, like bowl cereal.
We all
Yeah,
saw
we
that, Matt.
we know that, Matt.
Why'd you say it like that, then, Nick? Why'd you say literally?
It makes
then?
sense. You're the one that's being crazy.
No, you're the one who said
Serial
literally.
killer, like
You're like literally,
like cereal,
like yeah.
cereal, real cereal, and
Don't
then
literally
cereal,
don't
like
get us started on
serialized.
cereal.
Literally, don't start me with this.
Don't start me. You started it.
Don't at me.
Don't at me, bro.
Don't come at me, bro.
All right, just read the next
Okay.
comment.
Just keep going, Dan.
I will before I get serial killed.
Yeah.
Oh man, at this point the ages are irrelevant. Phil said, V stuff
Yeah.
said to JQ, Bo's only 10 years older than Din. Phil, it's up to the characters now. Hopefully Din doesn't pull a Batman. Din doesn't pull a Batman.
Lose their parents?
Ooh, he already did that.
Is that what he's saying?
No, a Batman
fall?
with the
Oh.
lady, with the lady friend.
Have no parents
Yeah.
and be rich?
didn't shoot
Or
a
with a
shot?
younger person, dating a younger person,
Oh.
or being a player. I don't know.
Oh,
This
it's
could
50.
go
There's a
either
lot of
way
ways we
here.
could take that.
Yeah, he's
I'm
Right.
not sure if
maybe
we have the
be a
time.
vigil-
maybe he
Vigilante
expounds
kid?
on it. Be a vigilante. V stuff, maybe being solo Mio. You know.
Sleep upside down. Like, where are we getting?
He's
Where
a
are we
bat.
going?
I'm a bat.
I'm a bat.
Fight an evil villain named
Batman,
Joker?
Lego
Right.
Batman. He had a relationship with the Joker. That was pretty good.
Yeah,
That was a great movie.
they were friends
V,
in the end.
V stuff and things.
Not
Lego,
that kind of
Lego,
relationship.
Lego Batman.
Ain't no Batman have
Yeah.
a friendship with.
Oh, do you mean that they're just
Joker.
gonna be friends?
Close
He's gonna be
friends?
put in the friend zone.
What?
No, he's gonna put her in the friend zone.
I thought she
shoot.
was gonna put him in the friend zone.
I thought Grogu
Grogu's
was
gonna
gonna
put-
put them to both. In
Yep,
the friend
both
zone.
in the friend zone. You're not my
Oh.
dad.
You're not my dad.
You're not my dad. He has
Um,
like an angsty teen phase where
right.
he's just rebelling against everything
Yeah, he's
Right.
like-
for like 50 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, 50 years. That's his third year, right?
And then he finally says his first word.
The weird thing is like they're both gonna be dead by the time that like
He's
He's a
he's
kid.
even like a kid. Yeah.
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 That's a sad.
That's weird.
All right,
Okay.
V
He's
stuff.
pulling a Batman.
Bo is 50, Din is 40. I don't know when you're, and then Nora said, I don't know when you're nearing your 40s. A 10-year age gap isn't too bad.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, it's
you
After
know,
a certain point, it's kind
you
of like
gotta
it's up to you.
you gotta go for something at some point.
yeah.
There.
Nora, Bo looks good. Yeah.
Yeah, see, if she's 50,
moisturizer.
if she is 50 in the Star Wars universe, she looks really good
Yeah, for a 50
for a
year old.
50-year-old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no gray hair.
Yeah, dude.
Right? She dyes it.
You gotta.
No, her helmet just always dyes it.
Right?
Yeah,
Bullshit
just
it on.
Every month it's just a nice fresh.
we should do a
cut.
commercial like that.
We
It's like
should.
the Mando helmet that just does your hair
Yeah.
for you.
We
And
should
then it
make it.
malfunctions.
It's like,
Somehow
because
they-
you're
Oh,
worth
no.
it.
Somehow they never have hat hair either. It's
Yeah,
Again,
helmet
That's what I'm
hair,
saying.
even.
It does your hair when you put it on.
another great scene from Batman Lego when he pulls that helmet off. It's perfect.
Yep.
Yeah, and it goes.
It happened in the Star Wars universe with Kylo, if you remember correctly.
It did. Yeah.
Yeah.
You were like, what?
That was when I lost
How
all
to-
respect for him.
No. Yep.
So he
I was like,
doesn't
please
have
don't
messed
take
up
your helmet
hair.
off.
Yeah, nobody ages
Oh,
properly. We went around on that. Erica said, "Yeah, V stuff. Yeah, Eddie. I don't think I didn't like Bo initially, but now I'm totally a fanboy." All right, Eddie. Yeah, Eddie was.
Yeah.
I think he was coming in cold with that one a couple weeks ago.
Cold.
Now Eddie's turning to the dark side. Or,
or
He's
the light
live
side,
now.
depending on what you're going for. The
Anyway.
love side.
The love
is this the
side.
bad batch, the good batch, or the ugly batch? Let's go for it. I'm kidding. All right. Nora said, "I mean, look at Grogu." Oh wait, we skipped Erica's. I'm sorry. Like Fennec Shand is apparently
Right?
immortal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think she's. I
seriously.
think she's like the same age as Bo. She's
Is
like
she?
50. Yeah.
Wow.
And
Or
she's
in-
been like,
maybe in real life she is. Something like that.
Yeah, in real life, they're both. Well, how old is Katie Sackhoff in real life?
I think
no
she's in her
idea.
early 40s or something.
early to late 40s.
some
I
kind
thought.
of age.
How old is Pedro Pascal in real life?
Pedro
He's like
Pascal.
47.
Yeah.
He's,
He's
an
not
old man.
50 yet.
All right.
Something like that.
Yeah.
50's the new 40.
Is it?
Maybe. I mean, Nora said, I mean, look at Grogu, clearly aging well.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. 50 years.
I
and
want
he's
his
still that
skincare.
young.
Yeah, his skincare routine.
Right?
Yeah, V stuff. Also, Han and Leia. That's my. Okay, I didn't say Han and Leia. I said Anakin and Padme. But Han and Leia were 10 years apart.
Anakin
yeah.
and Padme were 5 years apart.
Yeah.
Math.
How'd you know that?
We
Because
looked
we
it
just
up.
discussed
and-
it
I'm
earlier.
joking.
Or he
actually.
was 9
Yeah.
and she was 14.
Yeah.
Weird Al. Weird Al taught me that.
Phil, I never
Wow.
hated Bo, but season 3 is making her lovable. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you were kind of neutral on Bo before this season.
Yeah.
But the way
Right.
what's the word?
I don't know.
She was kind of angsty in the Clone Wars.
I think again, she was just kind of lost. I think she always seemed like the
She was just
the odd
angry.
sister
She
She was
out.
just there.
Yeah.
You know, I just don't think she ever really got along great with her sister and her,
Yeah.
her dad or
Because her
something
sister
like
was a
that.
pacifist.
Right. That
Right.
that
she
doesn't
was
make
more of
for a
like-
good relationship
Yeah,
normally.
she was more like,
Well,
let's fight.
And was Satine older? I think
Yeah.
Satine was
Yeah,
older,
Satine
so I
was a
think
bit
it was
older.
like the younger sister type deal thing. And then she was like,
I'd hope
"No,
she's
I
older.
don't want to do this," and then just goes off on her own. You know,
Andrew Princess,
rebels,
leave me alone.
You know.
I'd hope she's
So-
older considering her and Obi-Wan's relationship there.
Yeah, did
Yeah.
you? I watched that one dude online. He was making fun of it, and he said the whole what we had talked about. What was the kid's
Corky.
name? Corky.
Yeah.
We were like, we
That's
know
Obi-Wan's kid.
Yeah,
That's his
Oh,
kid,
that
I'm
was so
telling
funny.
you.
Gotta
brother.
be.
He did such a
He's
good
got
job
a
of that.
little bit of force in him.
All right, we got a bunch of comments here. Jumping down to Nora, who said Kijimi is that planet in Rise of Skywalker that gets blown up Alderaan style. Okay, so they were on Kijimi when they took somebody to Kijimi.
Oh yeah. It was with I think that's where we met. What's his face? Babu Frick.
Oh, is
Babu
that
Frick.
it?
Yeah. Is that Kijimi?
I don't
Or is
know.
that the other one? I don't know, man.
I don't know.
I only
Oh,
watched the
man.
movie like one
Use your
time.
head, Nick.
I know.
I mean, it
watched
wasn't
Rise-
good,
I
man.
watched
Yeah.
Rise of Skywalker once, and I threw up in my mouth.
Yeah.
I was done.
I still throw up when
The
I think
best
about
part of that movie
Ugh.
was Babu Frick, literally,
Babu Frick.
and the part with him actually being good. Kylo Ren turned to the good
yeah,
side.
and then he
Yeah.
just
dies.
and
You were like,
he
oh
just
my
gives
God.
up.
Scratch that.
It was
Yeah.
terrible.
All right, a lot of people are big fans of Bowden though, so the
Yes,
rep,
sir.
yeah,
Yeah,
we are
Dimbo.
too.
Dimbo for the window.
Dimbo for the window.
Stop
Erica
it.
J.
That's not the one, Nick.
It is the
We're
one.
gonna have to
this is the
rethink
way.
This is the way.
Grogu still has it. Someone found evidence. That's the
Okay.
necklace.
Yeah.
Chubby Roll. We analyzed Grogu.
Well, where'd we go?
I don't know. You just went all over the place.
Yeah, it was. It
Jumped
just shot.
all over the place.
We have a lot of
bring me
messages
back.
here.
How about I can jump in
I
here?
see a new
Eddie
name.
says, "How about Bo and Din having a child to grow up with Grogu, and then that child having a child, and so forth, to ensure Grogu is never alone."
Yeah, hold up. Read that again. What?
So Bo and
Yeah.
Din need to have a kid to grow old with Grogu. Eddie, this is one of the comments that was going in. Yeah,
Oh,
and then
that's
that child has
interesting.
a
So,
child,
yes.
and so forth. So the lineage of Bo and Din is the perpetual sibling / second cousin / whatever to
Yeah.
Grogu. So
Just-
Grogu can grow old with Bo and Din. You know what I'm talking about?
Wow,
Yeah, I
like
feel
that
that.
lineage.
So that lineage follows Grogu, and so Grogu's like the pet, but outlives them all. or
Wow.
something.
no, he's like
You
the
just refer
perpetual
to him
younger
like that,
sibling.
bro.
Yes.
Yeah.
pretty much the perpetual younger.
Well,
sibling.
you'd have to. I mean,
Yeah.
if Din knows he's not living forever, but he knows Grogu's got to live a long time, and his job is to take care of Grogu. What better way than to be fruitful and multiply?
Yep.
Right.
And
Yeah.
then him
And
and Bo
have-
have several children, and then grandchildren, and great grandchildren, and
Right.
the line.
And then
of
eventually
Grogu
Grogu
will
becomes
never be
the
alone.
wise old one.
Yeah.
Right.
Clan Mudhorn, House Jarin, House Jarkatan. I don't know what you say.
Jarkatan.
Jarkatan.
What?
Jarkatan. Where are you
Sounds like
reading this?
Sharkatan.
Where are you at?
No, all right. So
Yeah, we're-
Bowden for the win should be on a T-shirt. It's got to be.
Yeah,
a
it should
Yeah.
be.
Dimbo
We
for
should
the
make
window.
that a T-shirt. Speaking of which, if we made some merch, would you guys out there buy it?
Dude,
I
you
just
are
wanna
getting
know.
ahead of
We-
yourself.
I know. I'm a little
we
ahead of
wanna
myself,
jump at this,
but I'm
though.
just curious. Let us know in the comments.
I think
want
it'd
to
be
know.
dope.
I mean,
Yeah.
it would be, but that's a logistical nightmare. We
can
don't
make-
even have
you can
somebody to
make-
make it.
No, we can make it happen.
Hey, we
quick.
know. We know.
This is
people.
You
America.
say that, and then you're like, "Yeah, we got like
It's not
10,000 orders, and we got to get them out by tomorrow."
10,000.
No, what?
Calm down.
Hey, I'm just saying.
You're getting ahead
This
of
could
yourself.
blow up.
Nick.
You're gonna-
This is stressful.
Yeah.
We got enough to
I'm
worry
already
about.
stressing out. Look at my hair's falling out.
We got chapter 21 dropping in 4 hours.
Yeah,
and we got to make
right.
10,000 T-shirts. Let's get to work.
we can't.
I'm gonna be bald next week.
With a gray beard.
What a great problem that
Oh
would
my
be, though. I
gosh.
mean, if we had 10,000 shirts.
Yeah,
to
Hey,
get out.
maybe they
wouldn't be
would. Put it in the
complaining.
comments if you want a shirt that says something. And
That
we'll-
says,
yeah.
That says
stay on
something.
target. or
Eventually,
Nick
we'll
will
get you
make
one.
We can make it up.
Nick will make it for you.
it by hand.
And that's the last we saw of
10,000.
Nick.
Nick was never to be seen again.
He's dead.
He went into hiding.
That's good. We got to laugh. All right. That would
Yeah.
be great. Yep. T-shirt. All right.
Yeah.
Psych Motor. I could see Paz dying and Din and Bo raising Grogu and Ragnar together.
Ah, yeah, that could do.
Ragnar's got to straighten up.
Yeah, I like that they're keeping the lineage though of the. He's got to straighten up.
He does.
Backhand.
Straighten up.
Right.
I mean, did he actually learn? Because
One
then he
does not
walked off
speak
into
if
the
he does
zone
not
that you
know.
weren't allowed to walk into twice now. Well, I guess the first time he was getting baptized.
Baptized.
Felicidades.
Baptized.
The first time he walked
Praise the
into
Lord.
the
Nacho.
real quick, and then we're on. I watched it in slow motion
Were
when
we
that
off?
when that raptor grabbed the kid.
The
Yeah,
Ragnar.
He is
Ragnar.
dead. He is
Ragnar.
100%
It did look
dead.
like that, like
because
it
the
was like-
raptor was going like 400
You'd think
miles
you'd
an
crush
hour.
him.
He snapped his neck or broke his back.
Yeah.
He's not walking away from that.
I know.
Maybe
It was a
he
violent.
supported his neck when he grabbed him.
It did look like it was.
got
Even the CGI in that was like he was there one instant, and then like the next frame, he's just literally gone,
Yeah.
and you're
The-
like,
Yeah.
The whiplash alone would just it would delete your spine.
delete. Well, and those talons
Just fall
not going
out.
through your body.
Yeah.
Delete.
I mean,
delete.
Space.
and then or he would be knocked
I
out,
didn't
and
just
then
hit
when he
backspace on it.
he would be knocked out when they drop him into that with the animals. He wouldn't be, he wouldn't just stand up and walk.
Also, he's in the stomach of that thing.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, how did you not?
We've
Well,
already
decay?
discussed that
pelicans
part. We
keep
don't need
fish
to
in
get
their
there again.
like mouths, so it could have just been, and maybe not in the juices. I thought about that later.
So now the
It's
raptor's
just
a
sitting
pelican.
around in its mouth.
Yeah, there's just a sofa in there. Like it does it so many times. Like, oh yeah, I'll just
It
get
wants
a
to
chair
keep
for
the
you
food
guys.
alive,
the
obviously,
last
for the
kid's
babies.
still in there.
He keeps it nice and cozy.
The last
Right.
kid's still in there. He
Yeah.
isn't gonna eat yet either.
It's like
It
He's
does-
like, oh, you too, man.
The most important thing is that the clan has new foundlings. So now in the next episode, I want to see
They don't get
the
eaten.
other foundlings training with those little raptors and
Yeah, will
riding
there
them
be
around.
a time jump? And will those raptors get helmets?
right.
What clan will they join?
I don't.
And who is taking care of them?
All right, I'm just gonna say this now. We're not gonna be able to get to all these comments tonight.
We gotta.
There's-
wrap
we're
it
gonna
up.
we're gonna try and hit the highlights here, and if you have a specific question, maybe we'll answer those questions. But we will have to wrap up here in just a little bit. So
Yeah.
we thank you for commenting so much. This is awesome. I mean, we
crazy.
love it.
Well, we're
Yeah,
creating
we'll-
a platform so people can talk. They're talking to each other, and we're just reading their conversations. But I'm glad
Yeah,
you
we're
guys are
reading it
having fun
twice.
talking to each other, and we're catching up a half hour later.
yeah, right.
And we'll
It does
respond.
feel like that.
we will. Yes,
We'll definitely
Especially-
respond. And
well, yeah.
Fact Checker's doing a good job of jumping in and responding and keeping the chat going. So
Thank you.
we are. She's representing us here, so we're
She's
trying
doing
to.
good.
Fact
She's
checker.
redeemed herself.
We'll stay
Aw,
focused, so we're gonna
thanks.
zip through here. Fatherhood is a very important in Mandalorian culture. This is from V's Stuff and Things. That's
Yep.
probably why she mentions him so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, for sure.
yeah. And
It's a
then
patriarchy.
Fatherhood is just a good thing in general.
Yeah, in
Mhm.
any culture.
Honestly.
I mean, honestly.
and then Molly and Molly Taylor, a new person here, and a
What's up,
ruling.
Thanks for
Molly?
joining.
Thanks for
Appreciate
joining.
it.
Sup?
In a ruling couple of the Mandalorians kind of way, if they want an heir who's old enough to take over by the time they die, they might need to adopt a second kid who ages more human-like.
Yeah.
Like
Fe-
Ragnar.
feeding
Yeah,
into
like
the
Ragnar.
Ragnar. I mean, Paz could die. We have seen a lot of Paz.
Yeah, that's one thing I was just gonna say real fast. Do you think anybody's gonna die in this season?
Didn't we
Like-
already touch upon
We
that?
did
in the
a little
previous
bit.
We
episode?
said
Oh, okay, yeah,
Moff
we did.
Gideon, but
Yeah.
I don't
Everyone.
know. It just seems like to make it more impactful or like
Yeah.
have some more weight. To
Like
this
the armor
season.
could die.
yeah, or
Paz
Paz
could
or
die.
somebody.
well, and it's going to have to propel Mando and Bo into that leadership role.
Yeah.
Maybe permanently,
For
with
sure.
this
Right.
group, and then that will grow from there to all of Mandalore. Maybe
Maybe I don't
Maybe
know, or
Man-
they might not,
or
even
maybe
do that
not.
at all. Who
maybe
knows?
they just do something else.
Right.
But Dahlia said boat
Great
in
question,
always.
great comment,
Yeah.
Molly. Thank you.
Yep.
Much
Yep.
appreciated.
Okay, and they're talking Spider Verse up here. I love
Right.
it. Phil, you representing, man. I love it. All right, and Allie Howard, Species 5618. I'm not sure how you say that. Peace be with you.
Yeah.
Is
Yep.
what it translates.
Sounds
To,
okay. Great.
Mm.
What language is that?
And then
She's on
she
it.
said,
Arabic.
"Sup, my nerd
Oh,
family."
Arabic?
Yeah,
That's
this
what I
is
figured.
we're the nerd family. All of us in the chat and us here. We're the
Oh,
nerd.
yeah.
Happy to be that.
We love it.
Sup, Chubby Rowe. When I said Batman, I mean I hope he doesn't reject Bo because of the creed or whatever.
Ah,
okay.
Ah, right,
Gotcha.
right, right.
I was going straight to parents.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, he already did that.
Or no, we went straight to friend zone.
Yeah, but Phil said, I don't sense that. It's fine. And then we can let doubt in. Nope, we won't. We can't afford it. All right, these are just questions. A question, Allie, does the panel realize that Grogu is the Mandalorian and this is his origin story?
I mean, yeah.
That's good.
That's a
Yeah.
good call. Yeah, and maybe we don't
Wait, say
realize
that one more time.
Do we realize
Grogu
that
is the
Grogu
Mandalorian.
is the Mandalorian? The show's called
This
The
is
Mandalorian.
his origin
This is
story.
his origin story.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
a really good point.
Yeah. It
I'll-
could go that way.
I mean,
Although it didn't.
say no
I mean,
more.
we do get him in episode 1, but it really starts with Din in season 1.
Right, but they could easily pass the
Yeah.
mantle off to him.
Pass
That's what she's
that
saying.
torch.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah,
We've-
but I still think they pivoted. I didn't think that Grogu was going to come back for a season or two. I think
Honestly,
Disney
yeah.
forced Grogu
Yeah.
back. So that's why I kind of push back on that a little bit. Not I still think it's a good idea. I like it, but I really think that Disney pushed Grogu back into the season because they
Right.
switched it in Boba Fett, which it was weird, and they
It
didn't even
was.
touch upon it. So then you go the end. It took
Right.
away from the end of season 2.
Right,
and
when
then
they
you come into
dropped him
season
with Luke.
3. If
Yeah.
without watching Boba Fett, you're like, what the heck happened?
Right.
Like he just gave him away, and now he's immediately back. What?
Yeah.
So I mean, they were kind of playing the Marvel Universe type thing. I get, but not everybody watched that, and the way they did it was kind of goofy in some ways, in my opinion. Anyway, sorry, keep going.
Yeah, no, it's good. I mean,
Well, sorry.
go ahead. Yep.
Oh, just on that note, talking about Grogu being a Mandalorian Jedi or Force sensitive reminds me of your fan film
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
and how you did that.
We did a fan film a couple years ago, actually. The story we came up with was actually a Sith Lord hunting down basically a pregnant Mandalorian, but she was pregnant with a Jedi child in
Yeah.
her. That the Jedi Council, somebody from the Jedi that they got together.
One of these one of these days you're gonna have
It
to
makes
make
sense, I swear.
you're gonna have to make a parallel video.
I know of all the
of
things,
the episodes that they're making, and then your fan film,
right?
and
Like
you'll be like, it's a little too similar.
even the names were semi-similar. Like
Yeah.
Cara Dune is obviously
Obviously.
in the Mandalorian
Yeah.
first 2 seasons, and then ours fan film years ago was Yara Rune was
Yeah.
the name of.
See, that. It's almost like,
Kind of creepy.
yeah,
It's-
here, take my homework, but change it just enough so
Yeah.
that they know they didn't
I did
copy
that
it.
a lot.
Unless again,
Wow.
they probably saw nothing about it, but it's
No.
just ironic, and
It's-
it's kind
it
of
is
more
crazy.
like. It feels like we're on the pulse with Star Wars when it
Yeah.
comes to certain
Yeah.
things. It's not necessarily that they watched our stuff and were like,
Literally, we
"That's a
made
good idea."
we made the Mandalorian show.
Yeah, that was us.
They just took our
What
They
can
totally
we say?
took our
property.
ideas.
They may have, but
It's just funny though because we did come out with that years ago.
Yeah.
The idea about it and everything.
well,
so.
we've been talking about those and a lot of the similarities now for years, and it's
Yeah.
just funny. If this thing grows and people notice, then they'll be like, "What? You guys copy? Wait, how did this go?" Right?
Right? Yeah.
That'd be
Who
funny.
did it first?
Maybe if somehow it would be hilarious if somehow it got to Dave Filoni and John Favreau
And they're like,
our fan film.
oh
and they're
no,
like,
people
"What?"
are finding out.
Oh no! I
mean-
swear.
I'd love that.
It'd be funny.
Oh
All
my
right,
goodness.
Phil,
We'd
just
be getting, you guys would be getting a call probably.
Right.
Dude, I would go work for Star Wars in a heartbeat. If they
Yeah.
need some new, fresh ideas, man, I got thousands.
Yeah.
rolling
And maybe
around
that's
my
just
head.
it. You know, it was just
I'll stay back here.
you
Matt,
guys
you're
got
telling me.
good storytelling. You know,
Yeah,
in the same vein as the Star Wars universe.
Well, we dream here on this show. We know how to write. When we see bad episodes of things, we write better stories in
Yeah.
5 minutes than the whole episode. At least we think we write
They
better
do
stories.
at least we
Yeah.
do. Yeah, we're, and everybody in the comments, I'm sure, could too.
Definitely. Phil, just side note, screw the sequels. All right.
Yep.
At least he's honest.
But-
Good one, Phil.
All right, Phil. We're on the same boat.
Oh, I love that.
We're shipping together. We're sailing together. V stuff and things. Would Bo and Din be able to have children? I mean, I know people in Star Wars age differently, so
I think
there's
they
that.
got it, man.
Well, yeah,
I think
they're
so.
both
I think they
humanoids.
got
Just
it.
can't take off the helmet.
I
Well,
can
he's
play
just
it
saying,
off.
I,
Yeah, see,
think,
I don't-
I think they're saying more like their age.
Age and stuff because they were
Right
talking
now.
about
Yeah.
No,
By the way, Ming Na is
The ability.
57, 59.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Katie Sackhoff
she's
is
old.
42.
She's
Pedro's
up there.
47. Yeah.
Yeah, Ming-Na's.
Well, yeah, like people say, they age differently in the Star Wars universe.
Well, and you
Yeah.
got to think about like Bacta even in some ways. Something we don't have in our, on Earth. We don't have Bacta tanks that can
Yeah.
totally regenerate you in some
Yeah.
ways. You know what I mean? So
that'd be
We got to
nice.
get
You
some of
might-
that back to though.
I know, man.
Yeah,
I
we
need
got to
some-
go back to
I need
the
some
future.
of that Bacta for my back. You know what I mean?
Stop talking. Okay.
That was
Next
bad.
They,
question.
they practiced that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
No,
just
we
kidding.
didn't.
we didn't.
Maybe
He just
not.
goes off on tangents.
We
and I'm
didn't
like,
practice
please shut
a
up.
single thing before.
Yeah,
we
let's
went
be
live.
honest. These stuff and things I left when Ragnar got taken by that bird dinosaur thing.
Yeah,
I mean, it's true. He kind of deserved it. You know, he got owned by Grogu, and that was kind of justice for him. But
yeah.
Paz was like, "One does not speak unless spoken to," and then he's like, "Fine, I'm gonna go sulk by the water."
Yeah.
You're
Kicking
gone.
rocks.
You know
You
where
go.
the alligator fish thing was?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just go near the danger zone again.
Space Australia.
Space
There's always a
Australia.
bigger fish, right?
It's always, I
Right.
love that. That's so
Pretty
perfect.
good. JQ, people mostly believe that Bo's father would be played by Christopher Lloyd.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
That's
yeah, yeah.
rumors. Yeah, there was rumors.
Yeah, we talked about that and before
Mhm.
the season.
Yeah, it
began.
says
Yeah, 'cause-
Christopher
yeah,
Lloyd was
he's-
cast in this season.
He
Yes.
is on this.
What
Wait.
in the world?
Ooh.
Christopher Lloyd, Back to the
Back
Future.
back to the future.
That Christopher Lloyd. Yeah.
Dude.
Dude.
I don't, for some reason, I was thinking the dad from Sound of Music.
Oh, I think he passed away.
Did
No, he might
pass
be
away?
95.
He's super old, but yeah, but
Christopher
that's cool
Plummer.
though too.
Christopher
Yeah.
Plummer. This is Christopher
Is
Lloyd.
Christopher Lloyd the
He's like,
the
they
young
found me,
one?
Bo. I don't know how, but they found me.
Oh,
Yeah.
No, Christopher Lloyd. Do you see Back to the Future, Matt?
Who do you think? The
like the
Mandalorian.
crazy one.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's in
Yep.
Glue. Yeah.
Oh, it's a great movie.
some '90s animated films.
He's really
yeah.
good.
I wasn't born in the '90s, so
That's true.
Well,
That's true.
That's
Erica, I
terrible.
keep forgetting Christopher Lloyd's in this season. We forgot
yeah.
too.
We,
so-
we
yeah.
literally just remembered.
Good call, JQ. Appreciate that. That's
Yeah.
awesome. That's giving us hope. Nora, flooded with the eyes at the mention of any rumors about Bowden. Oh boy, that's what the eyes are for. They're watching us, Bowden. Oh boy, we're saying Dinbo. The eyes are watching us. Yes, sir. Allie, Howard, Species. The reason Grogu came back in the Book of Boba tells you he's the Mandalorian. In my humble opinion,
Right. It could very well be. Maybe they
Yeah.
did plan it that way. I don't know for sure. It just
Did
seemed
they,
like
though?
it seemed like Disney forced it,
I
but
think they did.
I don't know for sure. I don't
Yeah.
know for sure. That's just a rumor. So it could be. This could just be the origin story for.
Right.
Because what a long rule that would be if this was just setting up Grogu's reign. It's kind of similar to like Yoda's reign. That sounds bad, but Yoda's being the leader of the Jedi for basic like 800 years or whatever.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
Grogu being the leader of the Mandalorians for 800 years or whatever.
it does
That
make
would be
sense.
Crazy.
Because if you
Be
want to
parallel.
that's the problem with civilizations, right? They have a king who's really successful, and he dies too soon, and now you got to have
Overrun.
somebody else, and the whole kingdom fell apart, right, for
Right,
100 years, but to have someone that could rule like Yoda, Grogu, and for
Wise.
800 more years or 900 years, then
Yeah.
that's one way to carry on,
set you up pretty good.
and then
Yeah.
you're not worried about somebody's kid not doing what they're supposed to and causing problems,
Right.
Right.
Ragnar.
which is
Ragnar.
Ragnar was about
I
to
was
take
thinking
over, but
Omega.
now Grogu showed up.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like that match right there was to decide the future of all of Mandalore.
Right. Well, it was a Vizsla technically who has ruled
Yeah.
the Night Watch,
Yeah.
the Watch before. So
Well, he had the dark saber at one point.
So I mean,
Yeah.
so if we package this all up as we finish out here, Nora said Christopher Plummer she was
Yep.
talking about. Yeah.
The dad from
Yeah.
The Sound of Death Metal.
yeah,
To
Christopher.
wrap this up here, would you guys what is one thing you have to see tomorrow, and what is one thing you hope to see tomorrow?
Ooh,
Have to see tomorrow?
Have
Yes.
to.
Spider-Man.
Get
kiss.
to see tomorrow.
Get to see.
Spider-Man kiss. Is that what you
Yeah,
said?
I was joking.
Come on, man.
Oh, that's a
With-
good question.
I think I have to see them go back to Navarro.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm completely
Yeah.
lost in where they're
They
going
gotta
with the
get
story.
that out of there.
What do you mean out of there?
I don't know.
We get to see that.
we told them to go
Stop
there
being
last
such a
week, and
Debbie
they didn't
Downer.
do it.
yeah, they
Yeah.
didn't do it.
Come on, Carl Weathers.
Carl.
You had one job. I mean, you did a good
Do you
job.
think we're going to see any more flashbacks with Ahmed Best?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Do you think we're going to follow up that
Where we
chain?
could maybe
know.
maybe the rest of the season.
I would
Maybe
be okay
they'll
with
keep
that.
going.
I would be okay with that if they show that.
We don't
Right.
know the title yet. I don't think anybody in the comments. If you know
No,
the title,
title's not going to be out till a while.
Well,
It doesn't show
3
up.
a.m.
I don't know. They did renounce it early last week.
Renounce it?
No.
Or unannounce it?
Announce it. I renounce this title.
They renounced an
No,
announcement
I'm pretty sure they
didn't
announced it on accident early last week.
Yeah.
Oh.
For
'Cause they hadn't been-
Foundling.
Like when we were going live, normally they hadn't even had it up or just got it up or something
Yeah.
like that.
yeah,
I think
Yeah.
the week before they didn't have it up. It was just. Or wait, what
It was
chapter
late.
was last week?
20.
20.
Oh,
Yeah, I
yeah,
think
yeah.
chapter 19 it didn't have the actual title until after we did the
I don't
show.
Right. It's crazy that they don't put that up until
Yeah.
later. Fact checker, can
Sneaky.
you? I was gonna have you check something. I don't even remember what it was now.
Can
no-
you-
What a waste of time.
Nora
Uh,
did
no.
say less than 5 hours to go until the new episode, which
Yes.
is pretty sweet.
That's
and
awesome.
V
I
stuff and
just-
things. I heard Yoda became a master at 100. I could be wrong.
Yeah, that would.
Right,
Make, I mean,
that's
it would
what
make
you were
sense for
saying.
the fact that you
Kind
know,
of.
Yeah. Would you say
Age
JQ?
different.
Would you say Dan has the most rare items in the Star Wars universe, other than Luthen, probably,
Yeah.
Right. I mean, yeah, it's got
Grogu.
the dark saber, which
And
is
a
one of a
dark
kind.
saber.
and then the
Literally.
full Beskar,
Oh.
amazing
Yep.
armor,
Right.
and then he's got the only Grogu.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah.
got
So
the
really,
only-
Basically the only of his kind. I mean that we've seen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
alive
before that,
still.
he had that sweet spear, that Beskar spear that they
Right?
had to,
Full.
that they had to
They
get rid
melted
of.
down.
That made me upset.
It's like,
I'm still
dude,
upset
just
by that.
keep
That
it.
spear was
Why?
awesome. Spear
It
was
was.
What
He's
they
got
melt
a
it down
really-
for? What did he get out of it?
Well, a piece of it actually went to Grogu's chainmail.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that was
Or
if you
was it-
missed the Book of Boba Fett, that's what happened in the Book of Boba Fett.
Was it the whole thing? Where'd the rest of it go?
I don't know. I think it just went to other foundlings or something like
Oh yeah, it was a tribute.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
He was like,
donated
I
or
got
whatever.
dark saber now. I don't need that crap.
I don't need
that crap.
Yes. Nora said, and to answer that question, like we said, he has a being of Yoda's species, a Bo-Katan. He has a Bo-Katan and a darksaber.
Right?
That's a
Yeah,
pretty good
that's-
team up. That's a
a
pretty
lot.
triple threat. That's
does have a lot.
and he's got a sweet ship, but he's going to need to make room for a third person if he wants to go on a date.
Yeah.
Can,
on a date.
can you take another person in that cockpit?
I don't know.
Squeeze in.
These are the questions we got to know.
I think they just take her ship.
They need to get a minivan.
Yeah.
No, why would they take her ship? Who's paying for this?
Yeah. Right.
This is the question.
Where's the fuel
Who's
coming
paying
from?
for dinner?
Yeah.
The gentleman.
Can we
pays.
go now?
Yes. But
no, I still think that Din needs another ship, kind of like the Razor Crest.
Yeah.
Not exactly the Razor Crest.
he
but
needs a
like-
refresher.
he needs like a
Mhm.
he needs a ghost type ship.
Yeah. So
Where-
we can fit the N1.
Yeah,
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 and
yeah.
one could
They
attach
just
to
go
it.
together.
I think that would be better
Together.
because if you're traveling the galaxy,
Excellent.
trying to bring in bounties or whatever you're trying to do,
Yeah.
it makes more sense to have cabin space where you can walk around or use the refresher, depending
Check
on how long
check
you're
a
in
map,
space.
You know,
So,
ask for directions.
but to answer your question, Dan, things I have to see next week. I really want to see a prelude to the big bad. Like, I want to get to the meat of the season. Like, what are we going with here? What's the overarching
yeah.
story? I don't have to see it necessarily, but I'm going to be
No,
disappointed
you-
if they
you
don't
have to.
if they don't hint at something bigger than just like a episode by episode arc type thing.
See, no, I think they're gonna introduce something, and then the
And then
last
that'll
two
be the
episodes
3 arc.
are gonna be an arc.
And
Okay, that would
let's
make
hope,
sense.
yeah.
I'd be fine with that for sure.
They do
You-
need to get going with something of that term.
Wait, do that again, Dan. Switch to his camera.
I don't know what I did now,
yeah, do
bro.
it.
Do it again.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
gotta get going. Yeah. Ninja cat.
I love a good callback.
Right. Full circle.
Things you want to see? What do you want to see?
I wanna
next
see
week?
loft
I want to
cats.
see some. Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
Facts.
Next week. You
Let's
mean
go
tomorrow?
loft.
No,
Tonight.
I'm sorry.
Loft
Yes,
Ninjas.
tonight. What I want to see in this episode
Luthen.
5 is I want to see some Mandalorians destroying some pirates.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be
Yeah.
awesome if they do that.
And I want to see.
Action.
What's his name? What's the Pirate King's name?
oh, Gorian Shard,
Gorian Shard.
Gorian.
I want to see
Hondo.
Hondo replace him.
Yes.
Oh, that'd be sweet.
I
That's
would-
something I have to see.
If they don't bring Hondo in,
oh my gosh,
What
it's just
a
a
missed
wasted
opportunity.
opportunity.
Good.
Yeah.
That's a good opportunity.
That
Bringing
guy is still
pirates in
around.
and not bringing Hondo.
Right.
yes, he's
Come on now.
hilarious.
He's good.
He's one of the best things from like the
Wait.
Clone Wars and Rebels.
You mean
Yeah.
you lied to me? I've never been more proud.
I love that. I love that.
so good.
Oh my
So
gosh.
good.
He's actually in Galaxy's Edge, isn't he?
Yeah, he
Hondo?
is.
Is he?
Yeah,
Which
so
is it's all going to turn into Mando land.
it is. It
Mhm.
better.
It will.
And then it'll be better.
Eddie Bear and V Stuff and Things said, I hope to see more Bo and Din romance. I need more
Yep.
Bo Din. Grogu needs a mommy. Everybody in this chat
Mandalorian.
wants some romance in the next episode.
Yeah, we
So
need it. We've
we
been
need-
missing that. in Star
We've been
Wars.
like hinting they could very easily turn just a little bit, and now it's a romance, and now it's going to light up the universe because
Yeah.
people are going to be either mad about it or they're going to be so happy about it, and it's going to complicate things because now there's attachments. Now every mission they go on, they're more worried. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
And
Yeah.
the stakes go higher. You know, chubby
Makes it more
roll,
interesting though.
mommy Lorian.
Mandalorian?
Mama Lorian.
Mama Lorian. I was mostly
Daddy
referring to
Lorian.
the JQ was referring to the
Mama
N1 and R5.
Yeah.
With the droid and the
Yeah.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
but that was the ship is pretty boss. I mean, that's a sweet ship.
It is-
Yeah. But he needs something bigger.
You need something bigger to
Got to transport all of his children.
Yeah.
and dates. Well, one date.
And dates.
How many's he
all
going
he
on?
needs is one date, Dan.
Right.
One date.
One date, and he's won her over. One and done, baby. You're
Oh,
man,
man.
now.
He takes off the helmet.
Wow.
Shoots him.
Wow.
Oh, that's what Dan was doing.
You're mine now.
I did not see that.
Exactly what Dan said. I don't know.
Oh my god.
He said one date. That's all you
He
need.
was
Yeah, but
referring
you were
to
like,
the-
"You're mine now."
You added that part.
Yeah.
No, he was referring to the fact that he
Here's-
wasn't taking multiple girls on dates. I think is what he was trying to clarify here.
What?
Because the
Yes,
way he
yes.
said it.
Matt, we're on the same way.
Okay, you guys
okay.
are. I thought you meant that he
No.
only needed one date
No.
to win her over.
No, because he said
And
dates.
they were gonna get
he said
married.
dates as in like
He's
Multiple.
not a player. He's not
Multiple
Batman.
women.
He's not Bruce Wayne. He's
Yeah,
right.
He's taking her on. She's the only date he's going to take in that
Gotcha.
ship.
Okay, thanks for clarifying.
You're not now.
Girl. You're mine now, Bo.
Molly Taylor, here's a deep one. Din letting people he's just met babysit his kid demonstrates the logistical reality of being both the sole parent and sole provider.
Mhm.
How chill Din is about it is played for laughs and kind of whitewashed, but honestly, it's not safe. Grogu could be kidnapped so easily.
Yep.
It demonstrates the problems with Din being a single dad in such a way that it's easy to overlook, not see it as a problem.
Mhm.
Wow. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, for sure.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's real
It's
life.
true.
Yeah, it's
He needs a
something.
babysitter.
Well,
does,
He's
yeah.
new at. He's really new at this. I think that's definitely part of
Single
it.
dad life.
He's just like he doesn't know what he's doing still. I
What?
think he's
Yeah,
He's never had
Pelimoto
kids,
is.
so I can't imagine he does.
well, yeah, and Pelimoto's not exactly the safest person to leave
No.
behind with.
She's kind of sneaky in her
She's
own
chill.
business
Yeah.
dealings.
No, that's a good point. But I guess in some situations you do what you have to do and
Right.
hope for the best. That sounds bad, but
Just
maybe
put
you have no
yourself
other
out there, man.
options.
Well, that's
I'm
where,
not saying like that's the best choice.
but
You
like
don't have to do that.
Molly says, I think that's the reality of the connecting to this show, right?
Right.
People
Yeah.
connect to that because they see single parent not having to deal, but taking care of a child. You have to make compromises and just do the best you can, right?
Right.
So, and for us, it makes a lot of sense to get together with Bo because Nora said Bo is now a sugar mama.
Yep.
That
She's
didn't
paying
work
for
out.
everything.
Yep.
But no, but
Wow.
Well,
now
yeah, she comes from a prestigious
Yeah,
household,
that's
so
true
would work
stuff.
out as somebody
That
to help
makes
him
sense.
with.
Dan, that's another reason.
She had a
Chris,
sweet
man.
castle. They could go back and fix up that castle. That'll be
Yeah.
the next
No,
home
she's
makeover.
remember what's the thing you always say, Dustin? Marry for money and then for love.
No, that was not one of the truth bombs
Dustin
I had
did
last
that.
week.
No, he's told me that many times, and I'm like, that doesn't seem right.
Look, I'm just trying to get you
Don't
with
seem
somebody.
right.
Yeah, right.
At this point, I'm telling you whatever you need to hear to get with somebody.
Dustin, stop.
Dahlia, Pelly loves Grogu though.
Yeah, she
Chubby Roll
does,
made the eyes because we were going Bowden. Yeah,
No, Dinbo.
Dinbo.
Dinbo for the window.
We mentioned them
For
together.
the window.
I will fight you.
And Eddie, last question, will we ever see Grogu return to Coruscant?
Ooh, probably. I could see that happening.
He would have another flashback.
I mean, in
though.
his old ages.
Probably.
Yeah, that'd be an interesting spot for him to have a flashback. of
Or
what
he sees
happened to him.
Keller and Beck again.
Although they got out of there real fast. I
He
think
did,
if he's gonna
yeah.
have any more flashbacks, it's probably gonna be of somewhere else.
Yeah.
Naboo.
But yeah, I
And
can
he's
see him
gonna-
going back there.
Yeah, he's gonna be handed off to what did we say last week? What's his name?
Kellerman back. No, Quinlan Voss.
Quinlan Voss.
Yeah, I could see.
Yeah.
I could see
Quinlan
that.
Voss.
That's something I have to see.
Yeah, that would be awesome. I'd love to see that too.
It would just make sense.
I could see Grogu going back with like Din and Bo after they got married, and then he's like a delegation because all the Mandalorians are united now. That the Mandalorians are like, look, we got a serious problem out here in the Outer Rim with Thrawn. We're gonna need your help with this.
Yeah.
And so they could go to Coruscant to be like, hey, New Republic, you guys want to help us out with this situation, or do you not? You know what I mean?
Right.
That's one situation I could feel like they could go to Coruscant for.
Yeah.
Any other thoughts?
Any other thought?
Molly said, I do happen to trust Auntie Pelly, but Grogito still would benefit from another
Turn
parent.
Spanish here.
Groguito.
Groguito.
Molly
Mexico.
said,
It means little
we
Grogu.
can speak a little bit of Espanol around here.
Espanol.
Some of
I
us can
took
roll our
Spanish.
Talk
R's.
for
Uno.
yourself.
Took Spanish Uno.
Oh, getting at you.
Wow.
I
That
can also
sounded
play the card game Uno. So there you go.
Go
Now,
Fish.
unrelated Star Wars question by JQ. Why are the Inquisitors' lightsabers looking like Tron light
discs.
I feel like this is a
Yeah.
fairly Star Wars related
Right?
question.
Well, I mean, I think it's because it's
No,
referencing
off-
Tron.
yeah.
Tron.
Yeah.
Tron.
Tron just
Thrawn.
called out a commenter
Right.
I wasn't calling him
to
out.
Mandalorian. Yeah, I get
Yeah.
it. Yeah, I don't know why they did that. Also, the weirdest part of that whole
yeah.
thing was how they spun and they flew with
Yeah,
the
they-
lightsabers. That was ridiculous.
They had to
That was dumb.
have a goofy mode of
Over the
transportation.
top.
Talking about the helicopter.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Yeah.
And the reason they made them spin like that really was just in the lore is because they were not as proficient lightsaber duelists as
Yeah.
regular Jedi and Sith. They had to
But they
kind of
were-
compromise as having the spinning.
But they
Whatever,
were
fact
temple
checker.
guards.
Not all of them were temple guards.
Most of them.
A lot of them were, but not all of them.
The
Yeah.
main Inquisitor or whatever.
Yeah, the Grand Inquisitor.
Grand Inquisitor.
He's a temple guard.
Is that temple
He
guard.
was
yeah,
a temple
he-
guard,
yeah, he
indeed.
was, but not
Why does
all
he
of
have the
them were.
spinny saber?
I think I saw a typical guard.
Did he have the spinny saber?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, he did too.
Yeah, he did.
they all do.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Calm down.
Yeah,
yeah,
calm
you're
down,
right.
man.
But anyway, I think that's
Well,
the
you guys
reason they
think
give
you're
him
good with
canon
lightsabers,
anyway.
Yeah. V
Try
said,
these spinny ones.
V was talking about Sugar Mama. I think Den does not currently want to rule Mandalore.
Yeah, I don't think he does either.
Yeah.
I think you're right. I think he's
why
kind of he still
Bo-Katan's
wants
here.
to. He just wants to batch it up a little longer, right?
Yeah.
And he got a kid now. No, I'm kidding. I don't know.
Patch it up.
I don't know if he was in a good position or a bad position when he found him, but he has been forced to grow
Oh.
and meet
on
Jedi and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And meet all these other people and break out of his shell and trust people and work together and blah blah blah. So
Right.
And what
No,
all
100%.
I
that
digress.
stuff.
But yeah, I mean, I don't think he wants to rule. I mean, he even tried to give Bo the darksaber.
Right. He wasn't really
That's not how that
interested.
works. That's not how any of this
Or
works.
she tried it once and it didn't work very
Yeah.
well.
I don't
So
think
they-
he. Sorry, go ahead.
Are they just gonna fight over it, and he's just gonna lose on purpose?
He could.
He's like, I never wanted it anyway, so here you go. Or did
Right.
they fight to the? No, they don't fight to the.
It's not
death.
always to the
Not
death.
if their
no.
love story ends or doesn't.
Wow, what a twist that would be.
I don't know what I'm saying.
She has.
She
to kill him.
turns out to be a murderer.
Yeah, she just straight up murders him.
All right.
I am the.
She's
leader.
been playing him the whole time. She don't love him. She don't love Grogu.
She don't love Grogu.
They dead to him. Her.
Right.
Her. Hey,
That would be-
Carl.
what a twist that would be. That
Wow.
would be brutal,
It'd
man.
be super dark.
That would be super dark. I hope they don't go that route.
Yeah.
I want a happy ending in Star Wars. You
Right.
know,
yeah.
For once.
they
No,
never do that anymore.
Since the original trilogy.
Right? Yeah, seriously. Happy
Yeah.
endings are okay too. You know, for like the last 2 decades, I feel like there has hardly been any happy endings unless it's like a kids movie.
They're allowed, I promise.
In episode 1, you got the da 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 da. Yeah, well, the ending.
Please never do that again.
Yes, it was good.
Copyright strike. That was-
No, but then it went on, and then it always ends with the dark,
Yeah.
tones of Palpatine, over everything. So
we will watch you.
he's
Great interest.
Great interest.
Some Molly Taylor, some have ruling Mandalore thrust upon them.
Right. Yeah. I don't think he
Some
feels
are
like he's
born great.
worthy
Yeah.
to rule Mandalore. I just don't think it ever entered his mind.
Right, he never
was
thought
just,
he would ever
was
get
always
to that point.
just a child of the Watch, not from any specific clan or anything like that. He was just adopted into it.
He was never even on Mandalore, was he? Or was
No.
he?
I don't know where he.
That's what he said, I thought. He said he's never seen it.
Yeah, I don't think he'd
Yeah.
ever seen it. I forget where
he's
he
just
was.
a simple dad trying to make his way through the universe.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it was.
Just
He's
a
just a simple guy.
simple
trying to make his way. But what planet was he rescued from?
Yeah.
Was that still a Mandalorian planet though?
I don't know.
Or like that
was during the-
in the system?
That was during the Clone
That was
Wars.
a Clone Wars, I know, but I'm just because Night Watch showed up and rescued him.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't know. That's interesting to find out. I forget what planet he was on or whatever. We'll have to look that up.
I don't know if they ever.
if they
say
ever
it.
say. They might not.
They
say.
might. He might have.
All I'm gonna say is that this is gonna be an interesting episode because we
Yeah.
don't really know.
Yeah.
They
We
haven't
know
really given
nothing.
us many hints.
No, we just
Uh,
think it's going to be Navarro.
Other than trailer segments that
Right.
we haven't seen. JQ, Katie Sackhoff said in an interview that episode 5 is her favorite episode, and
Ooh.
Bo-Katan wanted someone else to lead Mandalore
Oh.
Said Bo-
and grew up in Concordia. I think he talking
For
about
Mando.
Mando.
He grew up in Concordia.
Yeah.
I think
Oh,
so.
But I don't
okay.
I don't know if he was he saved in Concordia,
He might have been because that would be right around the area where
or was it just a different planet that was close to Concordia?
could have been. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know,
I don't
Nick.
know.
I don't have your answers.
I don't know. We should probably wrap this up though. 'cause
Yeah, I should.
This is almost 2 hours in.
Yeah, we really went long, but we appreciate
know.
everybody who was out there with us tonight, live
Yeah.
streaming, commenting. Man, there were so many comments. We have never had this problem before of trying to keep up with them all, but we appreciate every single one of you commenting. And
It's a nice problem to have.
it is.
It is.
It's fun, man.
Just
It's
don't
fun.
promise people T-shirts when you can't make them.
Yeah, right.
Words
Prom-
of wisdom.
I didn't promise. I just asked if anybody
Yeah,
was interested.
but then they're gonna be like, yeah, we
Now
want
you're
some.
putting the promise.
well,
in
and we
their
got
head,
no
Nick.
comments about it, so I don't think we have to worry about it.
Oh, we probably did. We skipped over a lot.
Oh, did we? Oh, maybe
Yeah.
we did.
A
Whoops,
lot
okay.
of like the back and forth chit chat.
Yeah, but
Oh,
I'm glad we
sorry.
opened up the forum for people to talk and throw their thoughts out there because
Yeah, for
everybody
sure.
right now is thinking Mando in about 4 hours. And everybody want to
Yes.
talk. I was commenting and we were watching the comments go all day today with thoughts, speculation, interviews. I love you people out there that jump in and watch all the interviews and find all those online.
Yeah.
Week
Helps
to
us
week
out.
even. We watch them maybe once a month, or if there's a big one that
I try and catch them as often as I can.
Yeah,
but
Dustin you need your daily news feed is what we need for Dustin,
I
but
would do
he's
that.
working on it.
I would once I can afford to do it.
Yeah, speaking of those, also try not to put spoilers in the comment section if
Yeah.
you've already watched the episode.
Tomorrow.
'Cause, yeah,
Yeah.
it ruins it for other
Avoid
people who
spoilers
haven't
if you can.
seen it.
Yeah. We always do even a
And us.
non-spoiler and a spoiler on our live stream tomorrow at the beginning, just in case you haven't seen it. But I mean, if you haven't seen it, you might not watch our live stream until
Right,
you've
yeah.
seen it. But for those that haven't seen, maybe they just haven't had a chance, but they want to tune in and watch. The other thing about tomorrow that nobody's even mentioned is that it's also the season finale, the 2-part season finale
Of
of
Bad Batch.
Bad Batch.
Bad
There's a
Batch,
reason
yeah.
it hasn't been mentioned.
Right, but nobody is watching the Bad Batch except for us 4. So
Right?
we're gonna watch
Us
it, and
4
we're gonna give you our
bimbos.
thoughts. We might not have much time to give you our thoughts, depending on this episode of Mando
Right,
tomorrow.
yeah.
Depending on how good
But
it
we'll
is.
see how it goes. We're excited to at least talk in the comment section. And once that season is over with, we should make a solid video analyzing the entire season 2 of the Bad Batch, because there have been some highlights.
Definitely. All right. Well, I think that's going to wrap it up for us tonight. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I know there's already been a lot of comments, but you can comment later after. If you're watching this video after the live stream, you can always comment. We'll get back with you guys. Remember to tell your friends, tell your enemies, tell your frenemies about us. And we will be back tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. We're going to go live, and we're going to be talking Mando. We're going to be talking Bad Batch, mostly Mando. It's going to be a good time. Just like tonight, we're going to try and take your comments. We probably won't take your comments as much as we did tomorrow, because we're going to have a lot to get through. And if we don't want this to be like 5 hours, we're
Right.
probably going to, but we will get to your comments as much as we can. And we do appreciate everybody who comments.
Yeah.
So,
Worst case, we'll do an after show. I'm
Dan's
just
gonna do an
saying.
after
We
show.
might as well
Alright.
just
We're
keep
just-
the show
we're
going.
not even
gonna
We
sleep
might as well just
tonight.
keep the show going at that point.
No, yeah, I mean that would be fun. I would enjoy that.
At
for
some
sure.
point, we could.
Maybe
Yeah.
the season finale we do it. You know what I'm saying? Just to keep the
Right.
comments
Just
going,
all
because people
night.
just have questions and thoughts. And,
Yeah.
you know.
Right.
Like, where's the next season gonna go?
Yes.
Well, because there's so much more speculation that happens after you've seen the episode.
Yeah.
yeah,
Exactly.
it takes time to process these episodes.
It does.
Sometimes you got to go back and watch them. Like, wow, it was that last episode, episode 4, was jam packed.
Yeah, even just the
was.
flashback sequence with Keller. I just love the Keller.
We
and
didn't
Beck.
even.
Right.
I haven't even had a
Especially
chance
for
to.
I just love the fact because I've watched every single one of those episodes
Yeah.
of the
Jedi
kids show, and
Temple.
and then it was like that. It paid off because he would talk about his lore in that show, and I
Yep.
was just like, yes, this
Oh,
is
we had
awesome.
we had so many memes to show tonight
I
too.
know, we
Some
didn't even get to
funny
any
ones.
Yeah.
But
of them.
We'll get
put 'em-
those.
maybe
tomorrow,
on
maybe.
maybe we can post them as like vote on your favorite meme of the week.
Yeah.
That we liked.
Yeah.
Maybe we could do something. Or,
Fact checker's like, what?
and we'll have 10,000 shirts by next week.
Yeah, right. We have no way of making these. I don't know how we're gonna get it done, but we're gonna do it.
We'll do it
All
for you
right.
guys.
All right. Anybody
is
else
the
have
way.
anything else before we head on out?
This is the way.
This is
That's
the
all
way.
we
This is
got.
the way.
This is the way.
Thanks,
Thanks
Empress.
everybody for being here. We will see you tomorrow. Have a good night. Enjoy the episode, and we are out. This
We
is
are
the
out.
way.
This is the way.
This is the way out.
This is the way out. I'm stuck. Can't get out. Is there another way out?
This is the bonus section
Yeah.
of the video where
This
if
is-
you've made it this long, you get to hear some extra words from Nick, Dustin, Matt, Dan, and sometimes the fact checker.
Wow. That was really good.
Until ultimately the music starts to drown us out, and then you just won't hear anything.
No!
See you tomorrow.
Drown us out! Drown us out!